Hello everyone, welcome to a DSP video. This one might be a long one. I'll try to keep it concise as much as possible, but uh, you know I'm we'll get to it. Let's just get this
Good.
started.
I
You'll know
loved
what I
it.
mean
And the
as
other
this
was, wow,
plays.
I can't believe how bad this is. So, ever done. You can watch. I've
Oh,
been doing more DSP tries. Some people did, some people didn't. All right, and that's where you can go check that out.
okay.
Okay.
All right, here we go.
So, it was a good show. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Some people did, some people didn't. All right, and something I want to address today, because I want to make something clear about myself and the content that I put out there, and how it affects me, the way that people react sometimes to my content and my streams, because I really do feel that
So
yesterday.
this guy puts out a lot of content out there. He puts a lot of streams, a lot of videos, a lot of stuff, right? And he's telling us that the negative reaction to his best celebration affected him. But of course, people are not. There's always going to be people who like and dislike things. But the thing is with the best celebration is that it's gone to the point where it's the same type of celebration, the same format, and he keeps hyping different segments every time, and he never does them. And this is the issue I'm having with that. I think that these best celebrations have become like everything else. I've also talked about this with his reviews. I've done a video, uh, that really went through not all his reviews, but a good portion of his reviews to kind of compare it to what he did back then and so on. I guess I could kind of do that video again now when he does reviews, but whatever. But he does a thing that for a while he does a typical to put on a vest, right? He did the 50th celebration by just having an anonymous make a video. Then he was like, maybe for 100 we should do a big celebration. He does a major stream podcast thing for it. Obviously everyone loves it and it's like a big hit. Whatever. It was something, but he then the 150 comes around, and it's the same thing, and then 200, and it's the same thing. Like it's kind of like, and it's the same shit I've said about his reviews. He works on it for a bit, and then if it goes virally popular, he just kind of stays there. He doesn't like when he tries to do something new with his reviews. Let's say, like go back to KO Gaming. See all the reviews before Homefront: The Revolution came out. They're all the same. They all kind of sound the same. They all kind of blend together. And then when he does the Homefront Revolution, every review onwards after that is just trying to do the same kind of thing. Uh, he doesn't really have any voice with what he puts out, and that is something that a lot of people who make videos have to find. They have to find their own voice. A lot of people have been asking me, like I've had a few questions here and there, whatever, asking like, oh, if I do a video, which I do, all this kind of stuff. And I've always said to people, if you're trying to make a video and you want to put something out there, keep recording, getting takes. The first take will never be the good one. Always keep recording. Always keep trying to fix it. Try to find things to kind of find a groove with it. But ultimately, as you keep making it, you're gonna have to try to find a voice and a point of what you're making, and always be willing to try new things and never really focus on, will everyone like this? Will some people like it? Because at the end of the day, it might not everyone is gonna like what it is. And I think it's more important when you're making a video or anything for that matter is, are you satisfied with it? And if you read people who don't like it and see what you can kind of get from that, there is good faith criticisms to have. I mean, there will also be people who are going to give you mindless nonsense that might not even be helpful. There's always going to be people that are just going to just dog on shit, but you can kind of go through and see what is genuine criticism with your videos and try to see what you can do to fix that. And if it works for the video, it works. There are times where you're sitting there and you're saying, this criticism is good, but that's not the video this is. You know, I'm not trying to make this kind of video, and that's fine. But always like just see what works for you and try to just kind of be satisfied with what you're putting out. You know, and that to me is what's important.
I came into my streams with the best of intentions and a very positive attitude. In fact, I was very excited yesterday to be celebrating a 200 vest celebration. That's a milestone. It's a huge milestone. I never suspected we'd hit 100, and here we are celebrating 200. You know, and some people liked it and some people didn't, and it's one thing to criticize, and it's another thing to just be like such a negative influence, you know. I think particularly what it was that people really wanted to see something big, and I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I don't know what exactly people were wondering was going to happen on this celebration.
Hey.
What I really wanted to do was I wanted to learn from the 150 vest celebration last month, because you guys basically told me last month
There it is.
it wasn't as good as the first one. That you wanted me to kind of go back to the way I did the first one, where I had new vest. Learn from the 150 vest celebration last month. I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I don't know what. I think particularly what it was that people really wanted to see something big, and I don't know what you were expecting. Like, I don't know what exactly people were wondering was going to happen on this celebration. What I really wanted to do was I wanted to learn from the 150 vest celebration last month, because you guys basically told me last month it wasn't as good as the first one.
Now, what's kind of bullshit about this is that this low-key kind of pokes a hole in what he told us about the 150. If you go pre-streams ago, long ago, whatever, after you did the 150, or even a little bit before that, he said that he was trying to get a new vest for the 150, and it didn't pan out. He got it later, whatever. And I said this back then, is that you would think he would show the vest that would be shown at the 150 instead of waiting for the 200, because, that was the vest that was going to be for the 150. So then he decided to move to the 200. Then here he's telling us that he never had the plan to get a vest for the 150, which makes no sense because that's what he told us before. And this is where the problem starts to arise with it, is that I think he's kind of tone deaf with what he wants to do with these vest celebrations. I think it comes off as he did it the first time and he said this is a hit, and he's not going to admit this. I don't think he kind of admitted this with 200, because he's saying, I want to go back to what it was for the 100 and reveal two new vests, but he tried that for the 150 as well. But I think really what the issue is that the 100, he kind of hyped up that there'd be multiple reveals, and, there was a lot of whales at that time. But the problem I think the 200 had a lot of is that he had 200 vest streaks, and I kind of feel like what he should have done and he didn't do is that have at least one of the new vests be a gimme. Like, okay, welcome to the vest celebration, here's a new vest. But instead, he hid the two new vests behind a 200 paywall, pretty much. Or 200, or a tip goal, to be fair. Let's be fair for a minute, so he doesn't say that, I didn't do a paywall, dude. But, like, it's poor planning to think that people would be more on board paying more money to get two new vests when at least one should have been free. Because one of the vests was supposed to be at the 150 to begin with. But okay.
That you wanted me to kind of go back to the way I did the first one, where I had new vest reveals and, concrete stuff that we did together that was like interesting information about the future. So that's what I tried to do. Okay. And
so you tried to do a drama segment, but like, you already knew that stuff though. The information he gave us was the same information he gave us on pre-streams every day. Like, we didn't need that. We didn't need the vest celebration to know that he has to pay his taxes.
I, in fact, just copied the event. I tried to copy the original 100 vest celebration from a couple months ago, having a tier 1 and tier 2.
And this is also kind of, now this is also a little insulting to the viewer that you're not gonna try anything new. You're gonna keep getting these best celebrations, and he's not ever gonna try anything new. It's gonna be the same way all the way. The first one he did music videos, which was like, okay, that's interesting, I guess, whatever. The second one, he didn't do any of that. He just kind of sat around all day. He didn't even play a game. He kept hyping up Animal Crossing Islands, but we all know that that's never gonna happen because Cat plays the Switch. Like, that's never gonna happen because that Switch is pretty much Cat's Switch now. So it's really lame that he's not even being honest with it, saying, we can't do Animal Crossing because Cat has the Switch, which is also kind of lame because she has a PS4 and a PC, but she absolutely needs the Switch to kill time. Really? Why not? She should just sell the PS4 for the Switch. I mean, she got Skyrim for the Switch. Skyrim for the Switch! But okay.
Tip's goal, and two reveals instead of one, and some positive news about the future. I thought talking about the future of my streams and everything would get people excited. And it did, don't get me wrong, it did. But some people were just so negative about it, man. And, I'm sorry, but I'm not that kind of a person where I'm just gonna, sit there and not let it get to me. It does. When people are just, negative, it actually got to me pretty bad, to the point where it totally changed my demeanor for the rest of the day. And I came to the second stream, the Street Fighter stream, really feeling down.
Now, this is, really... It's really lame to kind of, this is what people don't do when you put out stuff and it's not received well. Everyone in the creative field, people who make movies, people who do all this kind of stuff, they always get hyped for their own stuff because people are proud of their work, They don't go around and read bad reviews and say oh my god, it got to me, man. Now I don't like what I'm doing, because that's not really healthy when you're making stuff to go through that, and it's kind of putting pressure on the viewer of saying, oh, he felt bad, I better, it's just, you're not going to get genuine reactions from people after that, because then you can get people that are either going to come out of sympathy and this and that, we'll have to keep going. Let's keep going.
And to some point you might say, well, what do you mean? Were you depressed? I mean, yeah, I was. I mean, being honest with all of you, it actually really completely changed my mood for the rest of the day, where I was going into it with a real positive attitude. And by the time that I came back for the second stream of Street Fighter, I was like, wow, people didn't like the show. People were very upset. I don't feel good about this. I think this is the end of the streak. I think the streak's going to end now. All the positivity that we've had
No, he has said that every Vest streak was going to end right after the celebration. After the 100 celebration. Well, it might end, man. It's going to end. He did the 100. It's going to end, man. He does the 150. It's going to end, man. I mean, it can't keep going on, man. The 150 is the big one, It's going to end, man. And they say it for the 200. He's going to say it again for the 250, the 300. He's more willing to let the streak end after the celebration than before. Just saying.
The Vest gimmick over the past 4 months is dead. Seriously, in my head, I was coming back to stream with that in my head. And that's not good, I know better than that. I know better than to let myself be affected by a few negative people on a stream, but it really did. It got to me. And, during last night's Street Fighter stream, we talked for I'd say about a half an hour straight about the negative reaction to what happened during that 200 Vest celebration and everything. And
no, I also want to go to this video from Snort Burnell. If I could find it. Let's see. Go well. Which one is the Street Fighter one? No, it's not that one. I think it's this one. Yeah, it's definitely this one.
Yo, we're done. I can't play anymore because Jose always crashes the rooms.
Jose,
and
the
as I
biggest
stated,
fan.
if we do ever happen to hit a tier 2 tip skull, oh my god, I can't believe that worked. If we ever happen to hit a tier 2 tip skull one of these nights, I will do another reveal of something new that I had prepared for the 200 vest streak, but we didn't hit it. So, Dullbuff cheered 50 bits, and he says, how many give this does it take to play Ghost of Tsushima on hard? I'm not playing it on hard. Maybe someday I'll replay it on hard. I'm not playing my first playthrough on hard. I told you this. So, no, I'm not PW Dubs. That's how I'm doing. I'm doing alright. I had fun with the 200 vest celebration earlier today.
Doing alright.
Admittedly,
I came into the Street Fighter stream pretty bummed out, man, but I'm doing alright.
Not upset, but I was disappointed that people were disappointed at the end, because I tried to emulate the 100 vest celebration, which people really liked, and then people complained. It's like, well, I don't have to tell you, like, I just emulated exactly what we did that people enjoyed a ton, and now you guys told me you didn't like it this time as much. I don't know.
I don't know what I'm doing. I have no idea.
Combo. It doesn't block, so.
That's what I said earlier. I said I feel this streak might end tonight, only because we just had a celebration, and people get like, oh, okay, it's safe now because we just had a celebration, right?
Full of soul. Who died blocking and doesn't block,
Oh,
so.
okay. Oh, there was something else. Okay.
My mouth is full of salt.
Yeah, Timo, I know. That's what I said earlier. I said I feel this streak might end tonight, only because we just had a celebration, and people get like, oh, okay, it's safe now because we just had a celebration, right?
Nope, that's what DSP feels, because he said that every time he finishes a celebration. But of course, it's the chat's fault, which is really good to say. Like, it's such trash, and not a good relationship to have with your audience when you make something around as a way to celebrate with your fans for what they do to support you, and then you tell them that, oh, well, you guys are okay with this ending. Okay.
That's kind of what happened. That's what happened last celebration too. It was hard to hit it right after the celebration. IR Dark says maybe people think that I have enough money to pay my taxes now. Like, I think if nothing goes wrong, I probably have enough money to pay my lawyer. That's different than having enough money to actually pay the taxes. I have to pay the lawyer to arrange for the tax plan. But, you know, I'm definitely in a much better position than I was before this whole thing, that's for sure.
Okay.
But it's an ongoing thing.
Didn't he already pay his lawyer, though?
I don't, you know.
Guess he has to pay the retainer, dude.
Ridiculous amounts of money to the point where I can pay all my back taxes. I have to qualify for a payment plan for the back taxes is what I need to do.
The IRS will destroy me if I don't pay my taxes.
No, but that's what I think it is when you have a celebratory event, okay, everyone was pushing, we gotta hit 200, we hit 200, now it's like, oh well, we hit 200, everything is you know, we even hit 250, a lot of people would feel like maybe we won't, and, you know, I mean, I'm being honest, it's gonna be much harder now to hit the tip skull. I don't know if we'll hit it tonight. I want to hit it, I want the positivity to continue, obviously.
Of course he wants the positivity, of course.
It helps me.
Of course it helps me! Like, it's so lame that he has all these weird narratives for this fucking vest, dude. Like, and it's such a bad system to have, in my opinion, because you are creating a thing that derails what you do. Like, usually people want to kind of build a revenue around what they like doing, right? Like, you have streamers get paid for playing video games, and they love playing video games. They get paid for that. But they do all this stuff for that to show their appreciation for that by, like, either playing, you know, a game a certain way, whatever. I don't watch a lot of streamers, to be honest, so I can't really speak for everyone else. But, like, you know, some people just kind of don't really care that much about what they get on the donation side. There's also people who, like, do this thing where it's like, okay, if you tip me $2, I'll play a guitar, I'll do, like, a cover song, whatever. You know, as I said, for me, like, you know, if you tip me, like, $1 or whatever, I pay you up on the Drew Canvas. You know, that's something around something I like doing and something that I wanted to do. I wanted to keep my physical art medium stuff, like, not getting rusty. and I'm like constantly learning and improving. I mean, I've drawn animals before. I'm getting better at drawing different styles. Like all this stuff is all different, and that's what I like doing. I like forming my stuff around that. But what does the vest have to do with anything? Like, okay, it was in a video, but what does the vest do? How does it change the content? Like, he says it's to celebrate getting $100, but like, what kind of celebration is that? I mean, it's just as much as not doing anything. Like, it's kind of a lazy celebration for $100, honestly. Like, he doesn't, and that's not to say he has to do something grandiose for $100 or anything, but like, he doesn't have to do like the vest shit, and it kind of, and he kind of pressures it, and it kind of cheapens it too. Like, on the Deadly Premonition 2 stream Monday night, he was saying like, I don't know what to do, guys. If the streak over, I don't know, man. It'd be harder to start the streak up again. But the whole point of having a streak is that if it ends, you can always try to do better than the last streak. Like, that's kind of the point. Like, you don't play Devil May Cry, and you have this combo counter that's counting how long the combo, then if it breaks, you're like, well, what's the point of playing? I broke the combo. Time to turn off the game. Like, you just kind of keep going. You know, like, yeah, sure, some people might restart the level, but, like, the point is, like, kind of trying to do the best. It's the same thing with Bloody Palace. Like, you can go up so high in Bloody Palace, then die and have to start all the way at the bottom. You're not going to say, well, what's the point? You're going to keep going. That's the point of having a streak. But the thing with this is that this streak kind of has a burn on the viewer almost. But if it's just kind of, he just lets it die naturally, it'll be fine. But he keeps talking about how he wants to end it immediately. Like, that's not how a streak works. And it's not creative. And then he does these celebrations that are just the same. Like, it's gonna get to the point where he's gonna be having a 1400 vest streak, right? And what's gonna be the celebration? Oh, our celebration is gonna be me doing DSP Tries It, talking to you guys, maybe doing a game update, and you know, maybe Animal Crossing. I don't know, maybe. And it's like, it's going to be the same shit. And he's going to keep telling us that we should not be expecting a lot of stuff. But he's been getting a lot of streaks out of this. And you're giving us the same shit. There's no difference. There's nothing unique or creative about it. And even the sub goals have gone even more stagnant. Even more. Like, this guy, now the point of making this video, in reality, bottom of the line, is that this guy has run out of creativity with everything, even more so than he did. And, I mean, sure, you can tell me about Theo, he was never creative. Sure, but even by his own standards, he is completely tapped out. I mean, the chill streams was kind of an omen of that. Because if you look at the chill stream schedule that he has done, it has been the same shit every week. And he's doing the same shit with the sub events, the same shit with the vest shit, and he keeps telling us that it's variety. It's variety because it's different color vests. But half the time, the chat picks the same vest, and DSP doesn't hate the vest. He just doesn't like that the chat keeps wanting the goofy vest to win. And it's really telling that when you look at the vests he buys himself, they're very conservative vests. They're safe colors. He hates the platinum because he looks dumb in it. But he loves the red one, and the blue one, and the silver one, and the beige, because they're bland-ass fucking vests. And all of this is just not creative. And he's trying to push his chat to rally behind it and to love it and giving them narratives for wanting the best to continue. And that's not what that's not like, that's how he could see it that way, and maybe some people who support him see it that way too, but it's just, there's no reward, there's no longevity. Like, you know, he complains about the video game industry giving you the same shit, the same game. Oh, bloop, you get an RPG. Bloop, you get an FPS. The same shit, right? He complains about that. But what is he doing? He's giving us the same shit. Every day, every week, every month, every Vest celebration. And he is surprised that people are not receiving these events very well. And to a point, it's more like the sub goals, I'll be honest, are a little bit less insulting because those are gifted subs that hit the goal. And the chat knows that, honestly, but that's a little, but they get a marathon out of that. They get a new game out of it. But a whale gives DSP money for vests every day. What do they get? Oh, they get one stream that's a normal length that is just him sitting on the love seat doing the same shit he would do for free in the past. It's really no reward for this, and it's insulting to the viewer to give them the same shit and expect them to like it. Like, the whole point of, like, the thing that a lot of people that do creative content, there's a tweet from Morocco. I'm gonna read it. I don't want to like kind of search for it here, but I'm gonna find this tweet because I liked it, because it was actually it was a good sentiment that he made. So let me see if I can find it. The notion that something on the internet is a failure because it didn't get PewDiePie numbers on the YouTube hit counter is such a dumb assessment. I see it all the time. Too many people raised on box office results. And that is what DSP does. Now the whole thing with YouTube, the whole thing with the internet, the thing that a lot of people loved about doing YouTube videos is that you can make content that's not traditional. You can make stuff that is unique and new and pushing. You can push stuff. You can try things out. I've loved doing videos that are like, the positive content was me trying to do art videos that is just kind of like a podcast kind of stuff that's a little bit more relaxing. I play soothing music. I try to talk to people. I try to do all these different kind of stuff going on. And that's out of stuff that I'm just trying to throw out there to make it a little bit more varied with this channel. But you get from DSP the same shit. You don't see anything different, and it's become a routine at this point.
Cool thing to put on the Vesta celebration every night, but I don't know.
Ayúdame, por favor. Es muy importante. I need that money. I really do. I need that money
To pay my bills.
No, see, so some people are like, I think maybe the festival killed the momentum. No, the festival did not kill the momentum. The festival was fun.
No.
We had a lot of stuff we talked about.
What was fun about it? DSP had fun, but what did we have fun with? No one really was having fun. Like, I can't pull up the chat logs, but I mean, the only part that was like fun was when Jasper showed up, and that was it. Everything else was just him kind of glaring at chat and talking about shit no one cared about. Like, the DSP tries it is just kind of whatever at this point.
I updated the game schedule, Jasper, it's fun stuff. One of the DSP tries was actually really good. The other one was shit, but one of them was really good. The problem is the people who come in here every day, and all they do is complain. No matter what I play, no matter what I do, whine, fucking whine. They're not...
Now then he says that these people are coming and whine. I mean, of course there are gonna be people coming to DSP's chat to complain and all that shit because they get rants like this. But he could at least either look at the people who he sees as regulars in chat, and he could kind of see this as like, okay, let's try something completely different. That's not traditional to what I had done for the Vest celebrations, but he does the same shit. That's the problem. Like, when you do the same shit, eventually, like, the people who liked it are just not gonna say anything, because what are they gonna say? Oh, this is good. Like, they're gonna, like, if you like something, and you already voiced your opinion on liking something, you're not gonna necessarily keep saying the same shit every time you see it. There's, Breaking, like, if you watch Breaking Bad, you can say, hey, the show is really good. But you're not gonna say this every day to people, like, oh man, like, imagine if you get that chance to hang out with Vince Gilligan for a week. let's say, are you gonna keep telling him every day how you love Breaking Bad? Like, you're not gonna keep telling him every day you like the show. And if he makes another show, you're gonna be like, oh, cool. And then you're gonna watch it and you're gonna say, oh, that was pretty good, and then you're gonna go about your day. Like, you know, you're not gonna expect regulars to keep saying that, oh man, amazing, man, I loved, and okay, let's reword that, because that whatever, let's reword it. Let's say that Vince keeps giving you that one Breaking Bad episode you loved. Gives you the same episode every week. The same episode, the same thing, and it's, you know, you love it, love it, love it. Eventually, you're just gonna sit there and either you're gonna be like, okay, and you're just gonna tune out because it's the same shit, or you're gonna say, okay, this is like lame now. I mean, we get it. Like, Walt has cancer. We get it. Walt makes meth. We get it. Like, you're not gonna like seeing the same episode back to back. Like, that's like, no one's gonna love it as much as he did the first time or the second time or the third time. But, you know, maybe the fifth time people are gonna just either tune out or they're just not gonna like it anymore.
Not here because they're fans, they're here because they want to try to fuck things up for me and derail stuff. And I put up with them because it's, you know, oh, they didn't necessarily break the stream rules, but here they are being negative influences every day. And you had like 5 or 6 of them who just sat there like, this is boring, everything's boring, I'm so bored. And then the regulars get upset too. They're like, damn, like, I came here for fun, and you got these fucking guys who are just complaining constantly. Why can't they just shut the fuck up? And it's true.
Now, this is also kind of lame to say that your own chat gets derailed by randos in chat and they don't enjoy the content. Like, that just already should be a red flag that your content might suck ass if your chat can't pay attention to it. Like, that's not to say, like, hey, people sometimes put it on a tab, they listen to it behind the scenes, they do something else. That's not what I'm saying, but if they're actually watching the stream and they're looking at the chat and people are complaining, then they get derailed by that, I think that should be a problem. Because if they like the content, they're not going to be swayed by randos in chat. I mean, I can understand the streamer being distracted by that, but not the viewers.
If you don't like what I'm doing today, why are you here? If you were here for gameplay, why are you at a fucking Vest celebration stream, right? But that's how they are. They just want to shit on everyone's fucking parade because that's the kind of people they are. Again, they weren't here to see me be successful or have fun.
No, look at this. Look at this. He's able to play Street Fighter and talk like this, right? Why can't he talk and play video games? Oh, he has to focus, but he was able to play fucking Street Fighter and have a conversation. Okay.
Dicks. And then it ruins the whole thing for everybody, you know? Basically, what I wanted to do with the 200 Vest Festival, I wanted to emulate what I'd done with the 100 Festival. People all told me that the 100 Vest celebration was really good, and they said that the 150 wasn't as good. So can I like kind of go back to what I did with that one? I'm like, okay, we can. So I tried to add in the same events. I tried to make it as tier 2 reward goals and everything.
But again, one of the events was supposed to be for the 150, and then he moved it to 200, and then locked both of them behind a tips goal. Like, he didn't think that might piss people off.
Everything, and it's whine. Alright, you wanna know why? Because they're mad. They're mad that it was a 200 Vest stream. They never thought it would get that far. So what do you gotta do? Complain and fucking whine.
They were mad that it was a 200 Vest streak and it stayed the same, so they whined.
Reward goals and everything, and it's whine. Alright, you wanna know why? Because they're mad. They're mad that it was a 200 Vest stream. They never thought it would get that far.
It sounds like that they expected more out of the content creator for getting that much money, and they wanted something out of it. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's expectations. I mean, but this guy literally complained about Tim Schafer for getting money to make Broken Age, and then the last half wasn't as good as the first half. He complained about Tim Schafer doing that. But Tim Schafer got paid, dude. It's not about the game product. It's about the support, dude. Come on.
So what do you gotta do? Complain and fucking whine constantly.
All I can taste is the saltiness.
By the way, these idiots think that I don't know that they're trolls when I know exactly where they are and the shit that they say about me behind
So then he says that, well, I can't ban them because they're not breaking the rules, but I know they're trolls that break the rules. I thought you banned trolls in your chat, DSP. Why are the trolls there? Could it be because they have a nice little bit badge next to their name? Maybe.
You know, they think that I'm not aware of all that
Like
shit.
Like Loki, like it's so obvious. He keeps them around because he wants them to keep cheering them. He knows he gets all these free quarters, and he doesn't want to ban them, so he keeps them around because he knows he can milk them. Like, he knows how to milk the trolls, dude. But it pays off, I guess. They get rants, he gets the money.
And if people are sitting there on stock accounts, they don't think I know who they are either, you know? Well, you got me. But the thing is, that's the thing. If I just ban someone, then it'll be like, oh, well, see, he didn't break the rules. So if he'll ban someone who didn't break the rules, that's not fair. Like, yeah, I know who these people are. I know they're just here to be a negative influence.
If they're stock accounts, you could just say, I banned him because of ban evasion. He's done that before. Like, the problem with DSP's moderation is that it's never consistent, and he doesn't see that as a problem. He doesn't see that maybe it could be a problem to not be consistent with your fucking bans. Like, you can't have inconsistent moderation. That's not a good system to have then.
And instead, I just kind of put up with it. Because I don't want to look like a negative dick or overbearing dick who just bans everyone, you know? And I don't want to ban a lot of people. I'd rather...
Now, he told us back in the Tut days that, see what happens when I don't have my foot down in the chat? It goes wild. See, this is why, I gotta be a Nazi in my chat, dude. Or whatever the fuck, right?
I'd rather ban anyone. I'd rather just have fun with games and not have to worry. But sadly, that's the problem with these shitheads is they're gonna complain about tomorrow. I'll play Ghost of Tsushima. They'll complain. Afterwards, I'll play Paper Mario. They'll complain. I'll play Deadly Premonition 2 Sunday night. They'll complain. It doesn't matter what I play. They complain it's boring and it sucks. The only game that they like, if I'm playing a game where I'm literally losing constantly, they'll love it.
Yeah, because you talk a lot. Like that's what Tevin brought a good point, and I don't think anyone ever thought about that. But I think a lot of people would enjoy DSP failing a lot because that's the only time you get him to even say anything. When he's like winning or whatever, it's either him being deadly silent and describing what's happening on the screen, or he does clown mode, which is like really painful sometimes. Like he doesn't really do anything that's interesting, but when you like get salty, it's like fun to watch, and it's outstanding how he has failed to capitalize on that. He claims that the Street Fighter throwback streams are to capitalize on that, but that's not really true. It's just lame.
Salud.
That's the only game those people like, because they're shitheads. You know, they're scumbags. So as you can see, sadly Jose is up to his high. The Premonition 2 Sunday night, they'll complain. It doesn't matter what I play, they complain it's boring and it sucks. The only game that they like, if I'm playing a game where I'm literally losing constantly, they'll love it. Jose is up to his hijinks again tonight. And I'm trying to get in a lobby without...
Salud.
That's the only game those people like, because they're shitheads.
No, I like how he tells us that we can come in and watch what we want to watch, and we all like what we like, etc., all of that dumb shit, but then tells us that we are scumbags for liking a certain game he plays. Okay. Sounds very fair.
You know, they're scumbags. So as you can see, sadly Jose is up to his hijinks again tonight.
That's like me I've noticed that, I'm gonna say this, because I did get, like, comments, like, I don't know if it's relevant, necessarily, what I was about to say, but I guess I'll just talk about it now, because I'm kind of alluding to it, but I would get comments, like, if I do a different video, let's say, and then someone would comment saying, oh, see, this does not get as much views as a DSP video, and it's like, yeah, of course it doesn't, because, some people like this, these videos more than others, but I don't focus on what people don't like. I mean, if I'm doing a video that, like, if I put I uploaded, like, the Persona 3 videos I've been putting up Ghost of Tsushima, and those have been getting, like, whatever views. I'm not gonna go there and be like, oh my god, guys, these people, they don't like me when I play Persona. Like, I don't care. I care about what I feel about the video I put out. I do all kinds of stuff on this channel, and I also know that, I have a feeling some people just don't like that I've been focusing on other stuff on this channel, and that's fine. People like what they like. But I'm not going to focus on people that might not like what I'm doing. Like, if I do a positive content video, I'm not going to sit there and be mad that people might not like it because it's not a DSP video. Because no one wants to tune in to a video that's not about this to complain about the video it's not about, And that's not really fair for the people who are watching that content and who even like it, because that's not really a good attitude to have. The people who watch... I know there's people who watch anything I put out, and they like what I put out, sure, but I'm not gonna focus on all my other videos and all my other videos, you know? Like, I might talk about it in regards to, you know, this video, because this attitude is a bad attitude to have. And I kind of want people to understand, when you put videos out there and people don't receive it well, don't harp on it. Don't go in a video harping on it, because that's not what people want to hear. You can say, I'm disappointed with how this video turned out. It could be a lot better, you know, whatever. You know, if you look at it as an opportunity to better the other videos you're putting out, it's gonna be better. But this guy does not do that. He puts it on the responsibility of the viewer, and it's just a very, 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 very bad relationship to have. And this guy has a notoriously bad relationship with his viewers when he puts stuff out, because this is not a good way to make videos. And I'm sure you could say, well, Theo, that's not correct. Whatever. I mean, everyone has their own philosophy on how they make videos and how they view it. But it's just, I don't see the benefit of going into another video talking about people not liking the video you're putting out, because it's not like this other video you might put out.
Tonight. I'm trying to get in a lobby without Jose, but it's not working out too well tonight. It looks like every lobby has Jose in it.
I'm an entitled whining bitch who ruins a fun stream for everyone. And that's really what happened earlier today.
Was, oh my god, we want this immediately, we want this immediately, we want this immediately, we want this immediately. I don't like it. Shut the fuck up and go away. No one wants you on a positive stream if that's going to be your attitude, and that's how a lot of people were being.
Cat, you need to get out now.
Now the other thing is that what he was doing, let's see if maybe Storm Purnell has it, because that would save me a lot of time. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to find it. Greedy Bastard Demands. Let's see. Let's open that in another video.
Warning. Will you
If we hit the tier 2 tips goal today, I may just reveal something else on the stream. Just saying, maybe.
Now look how lame this is, right? So people knew he had a red vest before this. So he hits the tier 1, right? He gets up and people are like, oh, the red vest, the red vest. And then he's like, hey, I don't know what you're talking about. He tried to be so fucking cute with the red vest shit, and it didn't pay off. Now, instead of realizing maybe people would be a little upset with being like fucking blue-balled like that, maybe people would be upset by that, and he didn't realize it, but, I mean, I don't know.
If we hit tier 2, there'll be another big reveal on the stream.
Like, look how proud he is about that joke.
No, what a greedy bastard.
Ladies Man Cheer says, what is the other thing that you're going to reveal? Oh, I'm not going to tell you. Like I said, if we double the tips goal, there's a special reveal I'm going to do on stream. But I'm not going to tell you spoiling. What's the point of having a special reveal for a special reward? Instead of putting on the Gunner glasses, which you guys have seen 100 times, I'm going to do something new and fresh and special if we hit $200 tips goal. But I'm not going to just tell you what it is. What's the point of that? It's not very special then, is it?
And then, of course, 1,000 troll responses of negativity. He's greed, and oh, it's Phil's greed. Oh, it's greed. Phil wants more. He always wants more.
Crump tip me $1. Says, when the vest streak ends, are we going to start completely over from 0, or is it over for good? I mean, I'll be honest with you guys. I haven't really thought that far ahead, because this whole thing started as a result of you guys. And I would say, if that were to happen, let's say tonight, on the Street Fighter stream, we don't raise the tips goal, and the whole thing ends at 201. I'd still be okay with that. I'd be very grateful, and I'd say, what do you guys want to do? The thing is now, the vest is part of the stream.
Now look at this. He's afraid to even have his own idea of what to do with the vest. It has to be the viewers, because you want to know why he wants to do it that way? So if someone doesn't like it down the road, he could blame his viewers. This is how much of a spine this guy has. Imagine if the director of Suicide Squad said, guys, you all hated Suicide Squad, but in reality, you guys said you wanted a Suicide Squad movie. It was your fault. You said you wanted this, and we gave it to you, and you did not like it. So that's your fault. We made this movie because you said you wanted a movie. Like, that's a really lame thing to say to someone.
You know what I mean? It's part of this whole deal. I have 3 vests right there. I have a vest right here that you guys are used to now seeing and me putting on regularly. We have emotes that we just added that are the vest. You see what I mean? Like, I would think that you guys would want to see it continue. That even if it ended, that maybe you guys would want it to reset somewhat, and we'd just kind of start over. All right, and that would be unfortunate, certainly. But I guess we would see, you know. And could we ever get... The thing is, once it ends, would we ever get it back? That's a good question. Because that's what a lot of people are hypothesizing, that when the streak ends, it would never happen again. And you may be very well right. And I'm a skeptical person myself. And I would say, you know, maybe that house now, do you want me to just forget the vests? You know? That actually looks really cool. And I'm thinking about telling him yes. But we'll see.
Oh, look at
Speaking
this
of which,
shit.
someone actually contacted me and said that they wanted to get me a vest. And they showed me this vest. I was like, that actually looks really cool. And I'm thinking about telling him yes.
He sounds like he's like a girl that, well, I guess good. Well, a boy could get this situation too, but it's like a popular person. Okay, I'll put it that way. A popular person is like, he doesn't know if he should go with Billy or Sally, and he's just like, I don't know what to do, man. Sally had said that he's gonna have this nice little ring for me. Oh man, should I go with Sally? I'm thinking of saying yes. Or no, it's like if Kat proposed to him. Guys, Kat proposed to me? And I'm thinking of telling her yes. And this is over a vest. Now the thing that's also lame with this is that he's gonna get a free vest, and he's gonna want to get like another 5K to show us the vest that he got for free. But remember, guys, this is a free vest.
But we'll see.
We'll see.
Wow.
So, people are going crazy right now in stream chat. They're asking me, what is the $200 reveal? Is there another vest? Like, guys, if I tell you, what's the point? If I were to tell you what the reveal is, then there's no motivation to get there, is there? If you know what it is, then you've been spoiled, right? Like...
Give me money. Give me the money. Give me money. Give me your money.
This guy laughs like Hungan. If I tell you, man, what the $200 reward is...
It never has been, and it never...
You can just stop talking about it. I doubt we're gonna hit it. So I guess I'm just gonna save the reveal. Maybe I'll save that reveal for the 250.
And then he told us that he's gonna save it for the 250. This guy really loves his fans. He really loves them. He shows his love by asking for more money.
Streak if we hit it. Okay? I had it planned for today, but it is...
I mean, again, he had a vest planned for the 150, didn't come in, so he didn't give it to us, and he put it behind another vest celebration, and behind a $100 tip goal. Pretty cool, huh?
It is.
And again, if we do double the tips goal by the end of the stream, I will have a special reveal for you guys. But if we don't hit it, I guess we'll save it for the next vest celebration. Okay? We'll see. I hate you, Phil. Tip me $6. For someone who hates me, tipping me is pretty funny. He says, do you like this game because you can suck up money, you greedy pig? That's right. That's the cool thing. That's why I really like the game.
That's right.
By the way, what he's doing right now is licking the feather. He absolutely loves licking feathers.
Alright, we get it. Jasper loves feathers, dude.
Now that place is toxic.
There's a good 6-7 people who were just sitting there the whole stream being assholes, and it pissed me off because I wanted to have a good time. I was trying to celebrate a positive accomplishment when you got people just sitting there whining. It's like, could you shut the fuck up and let the rest of us have a positive time, please? But again, you know, I try to be the nice guy. I try not to insta-ban if there's no, you know, no violation of the rules or whatever. Okay? It's just frustrating.
But if they're starting arguments, though, that could be against the rules.
I tried to emulate what people liked from that first 100 vest stream. One of the things people really liked is that I had a tier 2 goal, so that we hit the tier 1 goal, great, here's the reward, but here's the tier 2 reward. So I do the same thing, and now, oh, Phil should just give us the tier 2 reward without hitting the goal. Wait, what?
But they were mad because they knew you had a red vest and you wanted $200 to show them a vest they already saw. Like, imagine if, dude, like, that's like, did Neil Druckmann, when the game got leaked, say, okay, guys, Last of Us 2 is not coming out anymore. We're gonna, delay it indefinitely until you guys pay us more money. Then we'll release it. Then you could buy it again. Like, okay.
But I directly listened to your feedback. I had a tier 2 goal because you guys liked that on the 100 vest celebration. Now all of a sudden it's changed and I should not have it and just give you everything. It's like, huh? So what's the fun of it? What's the incentive? What's the suspense? You know what I mean?
Like, this would have been avoided if he just showed the red vest and then said that there's another vest. Like, I'm just floored that he never thought that that could have gotten him $200 that first stream. Because they're like, oh man, the red vest! Then he's like, oh yeah, man, you saw the red vest before, and you know, yeah, you guys are right. Alright, but guys, you know what? There's another vest. No, no. You gotta be lame about this, but he's like, okay, guys, I saw the red vest, pretty cool, huh? But guys, if we hit another tier 2, we hit a tier 2 goal, there's gonna be another big reveal, and people would have actually probably been more excited to hit it again. It's outstanding how little of an opportunity DSP saw with that. Like, it's still kind of lame, to be honest, because one vest should have been free since it was a 200 vest celebration, but whatever. But it wouldn't have been as much of a burn as putting the vest that people already saw behind a higher tip goal. Like, it just blows my mind that it never occurred to him that maybe that shouldn't have been behind a $200 goal. But I know why he did. Because you guys have noticed it, more likely, but have you noticed that when he does the vest celebration, the tier 1 vest is the shittiest vest? The tier 1 for the $100 one was the shitty blue vest that was like very hard to see and it looked shitty, right? But the tier 2 one that he had to get $200 was a platinum vest, dude. Because that's really cool, dude. The one that everyone loves is the one that was behind a tier 2 goal. This one, yeah, the shitty silver one that looks really ugly and it looks very lame and it looks kind of cheap. That's $100. But the $200 one is the one that everyone would probably like more. It's so fucking lame how he does this. And honestly, what much can you really do with a vest?
It's just, it doesn't make any fucking sense. It doesn't. It just, again, it's not, there's a lose-lose situation because it's either give us instant gratification on everything, in which case it's just unrealistic, or I'm the villain no matter what, you know?
See how fair he is with his criticism, though? There's no nuance to the criticism. It's because and this is what I've been saying ever since he went back to Twitch. Even on YouTube, this was going on. But he literally nurtures a chat to be a bunch of people who like what he does. And sure, you want people to like what you do. Fine, but at the same time, you don't want people to not be critical. You know, he kind of conditioned his chat to not be critical thinkers or critical of his content, because every time someone's critical, he says that they're negative, they're whiners, and all this shit. But he doesn't look at them as, you know, maybe these people have a point, because he doesn't want his chat to be critical. He just wants them to consume.
What else can we milk out of fucking Phil? He's only here 6 days a week, the entire fucking day, streaming.
It's hilarious. People were linking it on Twitter to me. Gee, that stream was real good, Phil. Here's all the people who complained. I'm like, yeah, look, it's the same names over and over. Yet for some reason, I just fucking forgave it instead of actually taking care of it. You're right, I should have just said ban, and been done with it, but I'm too nice of a fucking guy. Now here we are on the night stream, and everyone says, well, no one wants to contribute because your earlier stream sucked. How about this? Fuck you.
You think I'm the villain? Go fuck yourself.
If you feel that way, leave and don't come back. If you don't like my streams, don't sit here and complain about them. You know?
But, like, he doesn't see the opportunity that he could... I mean, of course there's always going to be people that are going to be negative. Of course there are going to be that. It's the internet. But he's just not being fair to those who might be giving good arguments, good criticism to him. And it's just kind of...
I'll take constructive criticism, but not your stream suck no matter what. If you're going to be a constant negative, I don't want to hear it. There's a big difference between actual constructive and just being a fucking whining asshole.
Okay.
There's no guarantee that I'm ever going to be able to get... Like, I'm going to eventually have to buy a new PC, but there's no guarantee...
But the only constructive criticism he considers constructive is stuff that he can say, he could explain away as an excuse. Like... man, what is a good example? I guess would be like, you need to get a good face cam. Let's say, oh, you should get a new face cam, DSP. Oh yeah, thanks for constructive feedback. I would get one, but I can't afford it. That's constructive feedback. Not. Hey Phil, the tier 2 reveal kind of sucked. No.
Guarantee I'm ever gonna have a ton of money to make.
Or saying like maybe the tier 2 goal should have been tier 1 because it was leaked already, and maybe that's why people didn't like it. No, that's not
Build
it.
a giant PC. What I was saying was, things are going really good right now with the vest streak and everything continuing. And if it does, then we're looking at really positive stuff later this year. Like I said, being able to get rid of this couch, get a new chair, get a green screen set up, improve my camera, and then long-term things like get a new PC, maybe.
And now look at all this like long-term stuff he has to do when he could just do it now. Like, he could do at least something now. He doesn't have to do everything, but he could do something. Like, really, him and Kat cannot pick up that love seat? They can't? Okay.
Together, you know.
Spend all your money on me.
That was for Ryukin, not for Hadouken. Didn't do that. What the hell? I can't block at all! It won't block! Are you kidding me? I give up. I totally give up. 4 hits in a row I was holding back and the game didn't block. So I'm just gonna leave this lobby.
Oh, shit.
Oh, shit, dude.
RPG fan choose, do you think that's worse or better than Jose's internet? I don't know, because I never played Jose. I couldn't tell you, you know, if that's worse or better.
He knew there was an abusive jumping hit fighter in a normal 3. It's like,
Most of the time he would run away and just jump away and mash kicks. You know what it is, because he basically wanted to troll me. So that's how he trolled me at first, until apparently he found a way to completely crash the game every time. The $57 tips tonight, guys, so we are making progress. Albeit slow, but we are making progress. Like I said, I played for at least another half hour.
I'm not giving a hint. I'm outright telling you guys. You know?
Anonymous to me, $1.30 says Jose moved into harassment territory and he's ruining it for everyone. I mean, yeah, he doesn't.
Harassment territory, to go in a game to crash it, really? And that's a big, like, assumption. It's it's such a wild assumption to assume that Jose is a troll.
On purpose every week. He's literally doing it just because he gets attention doing it. No one even knows who he is, no one will ever care about him. But he somehow gets some sick satisfaction out of knowing that there's a streamer out there who he can ruin his online experience of. I don't know why he would give a shit besides being a complete loser.
What if he wasn't...
Complete losers, I mean.
No, I like how he told us before in the past that the game sucks, the lobbies always crash, it's the game's fault. Fuck the game, right? But now it's Jose's fault. Okay.
Maybe that's the explanation.
Yep, I'm toxic.
That's a wild explanation.
I can't block. Can't do anything. Can't do anything. Still can't do anything. The connection is so bad, I can't.
So, Shy LaButt just tipped $42, and that means we actually hit the tips goal for tonight. Okay, let's get the gray. A reveal that I was supposed to do on the 200 vest celebration earlier today, but we didn't hit the goal. I'm not saying we're gonna get $75 more in tips right now. I'm just saying, by some freak chance if we do, because I didn't think we were gonna hit the tips goal at all. Now we're over the tips goal tonight.
That's saying.
Alright, guys, well, can you believe it? Yes, the vest exists! The Phantom Red Vest.
Look how happy he is. Here's the
I
thing.
wanted to get a vest that looked like the Marty McFly vest from Back to the Future. That was my goal, actually, for this 200 vest streak. I wanted to get a vest that wasn't red like this, but was actually more orangish red, which is the Marty McFly color. It's a hybrid of like orange red. And in fact, when I went to the vest, I'm sorry, in my opinion, it doesn't.
Exciting! Because earlier today I was feeling a little bummed out. I feel. But I hope you guys like it. Thank you very much for a very supportive day. I feel a
Very supportive
little
day.
more positive now because earlier today.
Oh, I feel so much more positive now. I got $300 in my pocket. Now it's funny that this vest was supposed to be revealed for $200. It got revealed for $300. Pretty cool, huh?
I was feeling a little bummed out. I feel better now, so thank you guys for the support and thank you for kind of cheering me up tonight. I appreciate that, with your kind words. Not only your support there,
Okay.
but your kind words. You guys basically trying to cheer me up and say, "Don't worry about the haters and shit." And I agree with you.
Don't worry about the haters, but it gets to me, man. This is such bullshit. Like, he's 38 years old, and he's like letting the internet get him that badly. Like, come on, man.
I did it! Victory!
Like that gets
Victory,
that's get him depressed, right?
Yeah! Woo-hoo-hoo!
I mean that.
I got even more money. Ha ha ha! Nice. me just sitting back and laughing.
So let's go back to this.
Yeah, essentially, there's two schools of thought. One school is that it was just criticism. And I mean, I understand that. I understand criticism. Okay, we wish that we were something better on the event or whatever.
No, he's
One school is to what happened during that 200 vest. I mean, I understand that. I understand criticism.
Okay,
Okay,
whatever.
we wish that we were something better on the event or whatever. But there's a difference between, okay, you could do some better stuff. Here's some examples of things we'd like to see versus you suck. Your content sucks. This is boring. You know, you don't deserve your success. And that's basically, you know, that's what happens is like it gets so overly overbearing with nonsense. And, you know, I can roll with the punches to some extent. But now when there's people literally here just to shit constantly on the stream, you guys got to understand that's the difference. Okay, Phil's playing Ghost of Tsushima today. I don't personally really like that game, but I'm going to watch him play it and make it my active duty the entire stream to complain how boring it is.
But what if they want to have you improve the game experience? Like, you know, it's so weird how he handles wanting to play on normal. He could just say, I just want to play on normal because I just want to experience the game. Like, you know, the story and all that kind of stuff. But he always goes off with this stupid narrative of, I want to go the default experience the devs intended. Which is a stupid argument that makes no sense. And it's not a good argument to have. Because any developer would say the experience that they want is for you to be able to pick what you want, pretty much pick the mode that fits you the best. So him saying the default is the experience that they want is dumb, because that's not the point. Unless they specifically say in the game, this is the mode that's intended. And usually they say that if they want you to play on a harder difficulty, which is like, yeah.
Well, maybe that's not the most productive use of your time. You know what I mean?
You know what I mean?
Like, you gotta understand that I am a content creator who does a wide variety of stuff.
What's the variety? We talked about this earlier. What is the variety? Like, you can't keep saying I do variety when you could boil your everything down to not be variety. Come on.
And at any moment, you know, I could be playing a game that's a different kind of game, and I gotta adjust. It's a big adjustment.
Now, what's lame about this, I also want to say, is that he tells us every day to look at the schedule, come by when I'm playing the game that you want to see, right? Let's see if I can get to. I think I'm signed into my main account. Hold on, guys. I want to make sure that the census posted. Okay. So look at this, right? Let's go through all of his schedules, right? Remember, he wants us to show up. Okay, he wants us to show up to the days where he does something new, right? Oh. Wednesday, Ghosts. Let's see. Ghost of Tsushima continued there. Saturday was Ghost of Tsushima. Sunday was Ghost of Tsushima. Let's see. What did he play Monday? Oh, you know. So, okay, that's Saturday. Oh, wow. Monday, Ghost of Tsushima. Whoa, man. And then he played Deadly Premonition 2. And then, let's see. Let's go to the one he puts up for Tuesday. Hey, Ghost of Tsushima, Ghost of Sushi. I thought he was going to play Deadly Premonition 2. Oh, he moved that to Thursday. Okay. So, I guess Paper Mario is a little bit of variety, but that's still like... Let me guess. He played... No, he didn't play... He played good Paper Mario Wednesday, so he has a very regiment schedule. And then he's going to premiere Destroy All Humans, which is going to take the slot of Deadly Premonition 2, so you can kind of imagine what day that's going to be on. And then he's gonna do Street Fighter Friday. Wow, what variety! Whoa, guys, wild variety, man. I do want to see what his day off tweets are. If you like shmups, yeah, I have to explain to us what shmups mean. Oh my god, what a fucking boomer, man. He could just say if you like Cuphead. Cuphead has been out for a while. Like Metal Slug or really enjoy old school Mega Man boss battles? And didn't play Cuphead yet because it was only on Xbox? Now's your chance! The game is outstanding, very challenging, but fun as well. The game has been on Switch for a year. Maybe 2 years. I don't know. It's been on Switch for a while. And he's acting as if no one played it. I think the Switch has a bigger install base than the PS4. I mean, PS4 is the big install base too, but... Oh, okay. I'm pretty sure people at PS4s had a Switch and they probably picked this game up on the Switch. Just saying. But okay. Okay, DSP.
Fighting games to an adventure game to an RPG to this to that to this.
And then and even there, he kind of dropped the variety immediately because he knows he's not playing anything different. He's playing the same shit.
To that. And I'm doing this full time 6 days a week.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
And then, every once in a while now, you guys want something special. Okay, Phil hit a milestone. Let's do a special event. Great.
You guys want something different, but we don't choose. Because when a Vest Streak happens and we get a celebration, we don't choose the celebration. We didn't say, hey, Phil, let's do a celebration.
I don't have a lot of time to plan these out. I hope you guys understand that.
No, this is major bullshit. He told us he planned 200 out. Every time he hypes up an event, he tells us, oh, I have it all planned up. Man, I have something special planned for the 200 Vest Streak, guys. I have something planned. I've been planning it. And then he told us that he didn't plan this out. He didn't have time to. Okay. Now this is the other issue that ESP has come into a lot with his content. He doesn't plan shit out. He doesn't plan anything out. So he never thought, maybe I should plan stuff out in case we hit the milestone. But he sees it as this. If I plan anything out now, and the streak ends, then all that planning goes to waste. Well, that's kind of what happens. It's, you would assume it's better to err on the side of hitting it than not hitting it at all, so you don't look like a complete idiot. But no, instead, he hypes up that he planned something out, the thing happens, and then says, I didn't plan it out, man. What the fuck are we expecting? He has hyped up the 200 streak by telling us that he planned it out, and then tells us that we are fucked up for expecting something. Like, fuck you, dude. You got so much money for these streaks and you had no intention to plan anything out? Okay.
Like, I'm still here the 6 days a week full time putting out the content. It's not like, oh, I took a day off to plan this.
Like, take a look at like all these other content creators during COVID and all this stuff, right? I gotta bring up Mega64. I'm sure you guys are rolling your eyes and saying, of course he is, whatever. But they recently did something that was like refreshing or new, even new. They did a con kind of experience on Twitch. I think last week or the week before, they did this. This was a new thing that no one has ever thought of. They did a whole like kind of convention thing digitally. They streamed it on Twitch TV. They made a fake booth to simulate a booth. They had their booth set up. They took calls during their panel. They did a panel. They did all this stuff to kind of simulate a convention experience. And that was something that they planned and planned and planned for. And of course they could have easily fallen apart, but they planned this out like in advance. And they were also saying that these were also stuff that the stuff that they were selling was also stuff that they were going to do for Comic-Con and all these other conventions that they were going to do during the summer that didn't pan out. Look at that! They planned all this stuff out for Comic-Con, all these conventions they do during the summer. The coronavirus hit, and then they decided to do this like virtual event to make up for that, and it was a hit for them. Like, They sold massive stuff. They made a lot of money out of that. They sold a lot of figures that they put on sale. They sold a lot of stuff out of that, and it was a mass success because it was creative and it got a payout. But it's a risk too because people might not even care. I mean, I think that's kind of a low-key nonsense to assume that event would have failed. But whatever, still there's still a expense of paying for all these products that they might not have been able to sell or whatever. I mean, still, they probably would have sold. I mean, people are still willing to buy stuff during lockdown, but that was still like something that they planned out that didn't pan out, and then they decided to plan something else that made it work. DSP does no planning at all. He does things and then says, well, you guys shouldn't expect something, and that's really not fair to say to people who have supported you for this amount of money for so long. To not at least plan something out is kind of lame. And to have that as an excuse is pretty bad, in my opinion.
Right?
Nice
I'm
snort.
basically trying to cram stuff in between everything else that I'm doing. Alright? And seriously, like, I'm really just trying to do stuff above and beyond my normal streaming stuff. I hope you guys understand.
What's above and beyond about this? Look at this. What's above and beyond with this?
And gentlemen, today is a very special day, an unprecedented day. Today is the 200 Vest Streak celebration. Ladies and gents.
Wow, guys. Look how different this is.
I just realized this is probably one of the very few times you've actually seen my little noisemaker and to rebuild everything. But instead, this process took a amount of money. I was able to pay him off. I'm obviously going somewhere with this stupid. Just
wow. I'm going somewhere with this stupid vest. Let's just put vest, right? Oh god, you got a lot of shit. But I want to see one thing though. Please consider leaving a tip.
Hello.
Wow, this is so different. Whoa, man. Did you guys know these are two different celebrations? Whoa, Jasper. Whoa, Jasper. Whoa, him on the couch. Him on the couch. Whoa, him on the couch. Whoa, music, that's completely new, dude. Whoa, him on the couch! Whoa, wait, no, this isn't the best celebration, god damn it. This was an impromptu Q&A. Wow, I got tricked. Whoa, man. So different. He had, look how different and hard, and how much hard work this is. Whoa, upgrading his equipment, doing all this stuff, really upping the content of the streams. By doing the same shit!
I really am doing my best. And then when finally, I actually planned out this 200 vest celebration for a bit. I was like, I'm going to order multiple vests. I'm going to try to do it so that I can plan some stuff for my streaming future. We can talk about it. We'll have a positive attitude about it. And by the way, this is the third vest celebration.
And he also told us that he was going to do that schedule for free, worst case scenario, during the Ask the King video. But that's out. That got memory hold.
This wasn't the first one. So it wasn't like you guys didn't know what it was going to be. We've done 2 of these before.
Now look at this. You guys know what this was going to be. So he's actually telling us that all the vest streaks are going to be the same. So now we can go to the other body of this video. So let's look at this, right? You gotta scroll for a bit because he dumped trash in this channel. I feel sorry for the owner of this channel. They got a lot of trash on it. But look at all these videos. It literally, even the This How You Don't Play videos started to stagnate because it's like, oh, okay, cool. He's putting other people's videos out. Okay. But he has like my review. Oh, the backwoods ain't so scary. Remember when these used to be called the Hateful Truth? Not anymore. A talking review as opposed to a normal review. A beautiful story you've already played. Another review of this game. Okay, wow. Whoa, man! Like his reviews start all blend together. Like look at these videos. These all like blend together. This is like an assault on your eyes. There's so much text on here. There's so much stuff going on. Like you don't like it's hard to notice what's a review and what isn't. Like everything kind of started to blend together because he treated all of the videos the same. Just because, like, let's go to when he reviewed Homecoming. Homefront. Let's see. Now look at this. Look at this. KO Gaming Episode 1 Fallout. Okay, then he got like feedback saying to kind of calm down with the text, and then we got all this. All this looks the fucking same. And then, Gold Dust struck. The worst game I've ever played. Homefront the Revolution. 1 million views. Bum bum bum. And then, he tried to do the same shit to this one. But uh-oh, he had the KO Gaming logo. That didn't work for a while. Time to get rid of the KO Gaming logo. Axe that. Fuck that. Turtle Soup. TMNT, Mutants in Manhattan review. Oh, Fallout 4 mods, what the fuck? Video. A sad broken parkour bore. Not so mighty. Like, look at what happened to this channel after Homefront. All of the videos started to blend in. Like, what? Like, you have to, like, look closely and read very closely what the video is so you even know what's a review. It's such a sloppy channel because of fucking Homefront. And he's giving us the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And this is not creative. This is not creative content. This is not something to be proud of. Because you're giving the same homework assignment every day at this point. Like, you know, sure, it's fine to get some of the same old videos that you liked in the past, and you get the same stuff and you like it, but a lot of content creators kind of sparse it out so that it's not, like, homogenizing into this blur of content. Like, it started to break apart. Like, you could go to even, let's go to, let's see, James Lugo. Let's go to him. Like the worst thing with James Lugo's videos is just that the thumbnails are trash, but they're all different videos. You have a review, you have a talk show with people where he talks about shit. You know, he has the Definitive Discussion Rebooted. I mean, his content has issues in their own way, but his videos are at least like there is a level of effort he's trying to put into his videos, and he tries. I wouldn't necessarily say his channel is amazing, but, I mean, he at least tries. But I can't say DSP has tried anything with his fucking videos. His best shit is the same shit you get every single day, and he wants you to like it the same as you liked before. That's not, it's not like a commodity where, yeah, if you buy milk, you want the milk to taste as good as it did when you first bought it. Like, that's not what content creation is. That's not creative. You're not gonna like the same movie, and this is really dumb, coming from a guy that criticizes the game industry for giving you the same shit. Like, you can't have it this way, dude.
And to see people come on the stream and literally just be like, this is boring, all he's doing is talking, what is this? It's like, dude, we've done these already. How do you come to the stream?
Yeah, maybe because it's fucking stale. Like, you've done this and you don't think it's stale? But he complains about his old content feeling stale. But you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and say that his old shit, what he used to do, wasn't stale. I mean, it was boring for its own way. It was shitty in its own way. But he fundamentally did other stuff to it that was more than what he does now. And like that is like the saddest part of all. And it's like what the fuck did you do to your own content, dude?
Not knowing what it is yet. Sometimes it just blows my mind. Like, people are expecting the world or something from me. I don't know what you want. I'm just one guy who streams games 6 days a week. Works my butt off trying to put out fun content for you guys. And when I get a chance...
Works his butt off, huh? Okay. Let's take a look at him working his butt off.
Hello, everyone. Westward bound, westward ho. The hat is ridiculously oversized, says Phantom-Pop. I don't know what you're talking about. It fits perfectly. It fits perfectly.
So let's jump ahead.
Huh.
Men should be in position. Light the torch.
Look at him working so hard. It's so hard, man.
Boom.
Boom.
Good distraction.
They'd come through. Look at that.
Look at him bust his ass. Really making fun content. Talking to his chat, interacting, maybe talking a little bit, maybe say something about the game, like maybe saying like, oh, this is like, the time when I did this or whatever. Oh man, look at him like really work hard.
What's over there?
What's over there? Oh, such hard work. Is he working hard or hardly working? Nah.
We need to get to that boat.
Look at him work so hard. Whoa, man, so hard. Man, so hard putting out content like this. This is hard work, dude. Looking at chat, looking at OBS, looking at Streamlabs. It must be really hard. When I stream on Twitch and I have to look at Streamlabs and I look at chat, it's so hard, guys. I'm like, alright, it's my turn to attack the enemy. Oh shit, I have to look at the chat. Oh my god. It's so hard, man. You don't understand, man. It's like a workout. Like, this is not hard. Like, the thing that I like about, like, the reason I've talked about this before, like, the Persona 3 streams are my favorite things I've been putting out. Not because, like, oh, I love the game. I mean, that's part of it too, but, like, I love talking about the game. And I love talking about shit I enjoy. I get excited about it. Like, and you don't get that with him. Like, you don't see DSP get excited. You don't see him get excited for the game he's playing. Like, he tells us that he's excited to play Ghost of Tsushima. He loves the game, but where? Like, where is this fun happening? Because he's not really talking about it. Sure, there are times where I'm like silent in my videos, but like these are stuff where I'm like thinking about something. I might be thinking about what I'm supposed to be doing. I might be lost. I might be like not really thinking of what to say. And when I'm silent, I'm usually reading the chat to see what other people are saying, to see if there's something I want to add to their conversation. But if there's nothing, oh my god, if there's nothing to add, then I kind of try to say something else that is like, I try to throw something in. It is challenging when you have nothing else to say, and the chat might not be saying something that you have anything to add to, which is fine, fair, but it's hard to believe that DSP is trying when he has long periods of saying nothing, but then saying what's going on the screen. Like, I try not to do that because it's kind of a cop-out. Like, if I have nothing else to say, I try to ask questions to my chat and I react to that. Like, there are days where like that's why I've been trying to add more and more when I stream. Like, sometimes you might see me you might be seeing me more asking my viewers like, what's going on with you? How is it going on today? And I try to do that because I try to kind of poke the chat to like kind of see if there's people who might want to add something or say something, I try to be excited regardless, but I try to say something a lot, but I think it's easier for me to talk about Persona 3 because that's a game I've really been loving. I've been loving that game more than Ghost of Tsushima, like, straight up, because Persona 3 is such a fun game. I love the atmosphere, the storytelling of it, the story itself. Like, we just today, Tuesday, I played it, and we just did the Love Hotel. that we went to, and that was a really cool moment. It was like really dark, mysterious. Like I loved, like you go to the main floor that you have to fight the shadow, and then you get separated, and the game shows you this video of Yukari taking a shower, and you're just like, what? And then it cuts to you being in a room by yourself, and the game is like, oh, you hear a voice inside your head talking to you, and you're just like, what? And it's so mysterious, and you're just like, what's going on? And then like you're trying to understand what's going on. I love that shit because it flips it on your head, and you're just like trying to understand it yourself, and it's so immersive because like you're trying to understand as much as the main character is and as everyone else is, and then we learned what happened 10 years ago before the game took place, and you're just like, oh my god, what the fuck? And I love that because it's such a dark story, and it's so interesting. There's this science going on with it. There's this like mystery going on. There's investigations going on behind the scenes. Like there's so much that's going on that's so captivating, and I don't get that with Ghost of Tsushima. I like the game. The combat is really good with it, but I can't find myself getting this attached to the story with Ghost of Tsushima. The only thing I could say that I'm appreciating is a lot of the style the game has, but there's a lot of presentation issues that I don't really love in the game that's kind of falling short with me. But Persona 3 just has all this stuff that's poured in that I just really, really love. And it's like stuff that I'm like really getting into. I'm getting like excited. Every day I'm thinking about this game. I'm like, I can't wait to go back into Tartarus, going through the floors, seeing the other shadows, seeing the shadow designs of these other enemies that I might not have seen yet, going through these battle formations, seeing how I might whiff attacks, and all this stuff is immensely fun to experience. And I know that comes through because like I get really excited about that. I'm like really pumped. Like the initial plan I was going through was, okay, I'm gonna alternate between Persona 3 at late night and Ghost of Tsushima late night. But there are so many late nights where I'm just like, I kind of want to play Persona. Like I intentionally overrode my initial plan and played Persona 3 all weekend last week because I love the game. And we got to the full moon. I played it today, and I'm already itching to play more. I'm already thinking playing more of this game the rest of this week because I loved it. I love it so much. I really am enjoying this game, and I don't want it to end. Like I love that my chat and you guys that have been watching these videos have not backseated this game for me. Like, the only time I've been kind of cheating the game is when it comes to the school shit, but that's really because I want to, like, fucking romance with Tsuru, but, I've just been, like, just enjoying the pacing of it. Like, and you don't get that with this, and he's telling us that we should like it because he's putting his effort into it. Like, no, you're not.
To do a special event or cram one in, that's great. But you have to understand, you're not going to get much more.
He has to cram an event in when he has calculated when the next event's gonna be. He calculated when the 200 vest streak was gonna be, then told us that the 250 was gonna be on a Sunday. But he crams them in. Okay.
More than that. If you do want much more than that, fair enough, but then understand that you can't get the other content. You see, it's one or the other. It's either
what?
I'm here 6 days a week full time, playing as many games as I can, putting out the interactive streams, or I take time away from that to do other stuff. I mean,
maybe that's what people want. They want quality, maybe? No, of course, you know, what's going to happen with this, though, is that he's going to tell us that people start complaining that you don't like the streams, or he's going to do some lazy shit and say that, oh, you know, whatever. Like, he's going to always never be pleased with what he does, and then he's going to be upset that people aren't happy with what he does.
You guys remember 2016, where I was only streaming once a day, and the second half of my day was 100% dedicated to recording, editing, and doing stuff for my channel, KO Gaming. That was a very, very different year for me. That
was a lame year, though. I mean, I like the effort he tried, but as I said in this video, the reviews started to kind of become the same shit you see back to back to back. Like, let's just watch a few of these videos and you'll see what I mean. Let's see, did I put the reviews in a playlist? Let's see, what game should we do? Let's do this one. This one will be fun.
What's up, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming, and right now everyone is rife with controversy and debate regarding this new Ghostbusters reboot that took a tried-and-true comedy franchise from the 19th Gaming, and right now everyone is rife with controversy and debate regarding this new Ghostbusters reboot that took a tried-and-true comedy franchise from the 1980s.
Man, it sounds like he did one take and kept it.
And has completely restarted it with 4 modern-day female comedians. Of course, there's
modern-day female comedians. What is that sentence? Modern-day female comedians, as opposed to the olden-day female comedians.
Of sexism and all kinds of unfair criticism and all kinds of.
Now you go here and you're going for the game review, but you get the movie.
Things regarding the movie, and a lot of people are afraid that this movie is actually going to ruin that Ghostbusters franchise that's been known as an American classic for the greater part of 30 years. However, I am here to tell you that it is not this movie, no matter how bad or good it could possibly be, that will ruin the Ghostbusters franchise, because today I had the ultimate displeasure of playing the movie tie-in game Ghostbusters, and boy, if there has ever been a black hole of gaming, I think I've looked into its dark fucking heart.
Dark fucking heart! Okay, so that's that review, right? Let's go to the next one.
What is going on, everyone? Phil here for KO Gaming, and welcome to my... What is going on, everyone? Phil here for KO... What's going on, everyone? What is going on, everyone? What is up, everyone?
Oh, that's a what's up.
What is going on, everybody? What is going on, What is going on? What is going on, everyone? What is going on, everyone? What's going on, everyone? What's up, everyone?
Oh, that's a what's up. Whoa.
What is up, everyone?
What is up?
Hello, everyone. Phil here.
Oh, that's a hello.
Hello, everyone.
Oh, hello, everyone. We got hello, everyone.
Hello, everyone. Phil here. What is up, everyone?
Oh, shit. So all his reviews are the same. It, like, you know the meme with Scott the Woz, where he's like, "Hi all, Scott here." But like, at least with like Scott, he kind of knows that's a gag, and he does it as a joke. DSP has done that intro unironically, seriously, and thinking that's quality content. But that's hard work, guys. Not factory produced at all.
And I enjoyed doing it, but ultimately what you guys told me was to abandon YouTube and be a full-time streamer, which is what I am.
See this? But if you go back, let's go to that stream. What stream was it? I know it's King of Hate Vlogs. Okay.
Okay. How are we going to make that work? How am I going to have hours that are around hers or hers around mine? It won't work. You know, our jobs
won't work.
Give us special schedules, and I'm sorry, I can't afford 2 cars. So, even that, you know, it's terrible. The buses are, and half job or not be there because here's what I could do to. So that being said, I don't know, man.
Can't get a job.
I don't know.
Can't get two
I don't know
cars.
what I'm
Can't
gonna
use the
do.
bus.
I
What am I gonna do?
It's not that I'm against looking outside of YouTube for job opportunities, but right now it's not even viable. Like I couldn't even get to and from the job on a daily basis because of everything. And, I don't know what to do on any of the videos. And if I can't get the problem is the income will be way, which is awesome. And I do want to say sales and keep a flow. I will still have Twitch, right? I'll still have subs on Twitch. I'll still have people cheering for me on Twitch, which is awesome. And I do want to say thank you to those who come to my streams every day.
But anyways, the gist of this, we don't have to watch. This is a fucking hour-long video, but he has been leading his fans to go with the go on Twitch fucking narrative. It's so dumb because this whole video is him asking for help, right? What should I do? What should I do? I don't know what to do. But then every time his chat's like, oh, why didn't you get a job? I can't get a job. I don't have money for a car. I can't use the bus. The bus sucks. I can't do anything else, man. So that's not gonna work. Oh, why don't you get a new partner company? Can't do that. The trolls are gonna ruin the company, man. I can't do that. I can't get another partnership company. Can't do that, man. Impossible. No way. So, you know what was the only option left? I mean, it's like giving a multiple choice option, and then you say, like, and you're like, it's like I ask you guys, what should I do with Cleo? What should I give her? Should I give her A, a slap to the face, B, a carrot, C, an iron, or D, a video game console? And I'm like, well, I can't give her a video game console because she doesn't have any thumbs, guys. Okay, so we can't. That's not gonna work. Okay, so that's not possible. I don't want to beat up Cleo, so I'm not gonna slap her on the face. That's a no-no. I'm not giving her a pan. She has no kitchen, so she's not gonna cook, obviously. So we have to give her a carrot, guys. I mean, that's the only thing that works. It's the only thing that works. Like, that's what he did. He was like, well, this doesn't work, that doesn't work, that doesn't work. And he's like, and he left, the only possibility was the Twitch stream. So he led them to that option. So that way, in the future, if anyone says, do edited videos, Phil, do that. I can't because you said you want this, so I can't do that. This guy is terrible. A terrible content creator. What a piece of
By the
shit.
way, I'm not complaining. I love it. This is the best I've ever done being a content creator.
Yeah, he got so much money out of this.
This is much better to me than anything I've done in the past. I love being a full-time interactive streamer more than ever being a YouTuber. And I've said this many times. Okay? But to me, I don't know what you guys are expecting.
Stop the mic.
Now, by the way, it wasn't everyone doing this. It was, I'd say, probably about a dozen people. And the sad part is that some of these are stream regulars. You know, these aren't just random people coming in here.
Now it's funny. He says this now. Now look how fucking fake his attitude is. Friday night, he told us that they were whiners, they were trolls, they were not fans. Fuck them. You know, all this stuff, right? But now he's like, oh, well, it was my regulars too. Okay.
These are, you know.
This is not him saving face. This is the same. This is like the level of PR backpedaling as when Jared Leto Joker was revealed, and they were trying to assure us that that was a tribute. Remember that? That Joker was just a tribute.
Stream regulars coming in and saying, well, I don't like this event. Phil should have done better. It's like, well, what were you expecting? And if you want me to do better, give me constructive feedback. Don't just sit here and shit on me constantly and say, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks, this sucks. That's not constructive, and that's not going to make anything better, you know?
But that could give you the motivation to try new ideas. Like this is how, like, DSP keeps telling us that he's a content creator, he works hard and all this stuff, but he does know, he does know, guys. He does nothing to come up with new ideas. People doesn't like anything. Usually people would try something to make them happy. he tries nothing, and then it's like, why does people not like anything I do? You're not trying anything new. He's doing the same shit and expecting you to like it. And it's that stupid meme of the definition of insanity is doing the same thing and expecting a different outcome. Like, that's what he's doing. He's hoping that the fans will love it. And it's like, 2 Vest celebrations. You know, the second one is like, you know what, fine, we'll give it to you because whatever. But the 200 one, it should have been more. And he's trying to tell us that he tried to fall back on the old shit to appease people, which is like not a good thing to say, because it's the same laziness as a lot of movie studios that try to resell you nostalgia. And he has complained about this from game devs too, and he's doing this shit. Like, fuck the fuck off, dude. Don't call yourself a content creator or a creative person when you can't come up with new ideas.
See, now, Time of Ours says, well, we expect nothing. I disagree, because if you expected nothing, you wouldn't come in here and then be so negative. Now, I'm not saying it with you. I'm saying in particular, maybe you don't expect anything, but other people obviously do, right? So for me, here's the thing. I want to be entertaining. I want to put out fun content for you guys. You guys tell me the gameplay is the best stuff I put out. I'm playing a good game.
Who's saying this?
And
not a lot of people. He just told us, or was it? No, it was during the Street Fighter stream that everyone has complained about his Ghost of Tsushima stream, his Paper Mario stream, his Deadly Premonition 2 stream. People have even complained about his Street Fighter streams, but he still plays those games, doesn't try anything new with them. He doesn't even want to try to bump up the difficulty to hard and then bump it down if it's too hard. Like, come on.
Streams with you guys, or on the flip side, the chill streams. The chill streams have grown in popularity a lot over the last year. Instead of it being focused on a new game with.
If the chill streams grew in popularity, why did you stop them immediately? Oh, because you had to play the new content. Now, if DSP used his brain, he could have realized this is a great opportunity to expand his repertoire of variety. He could do chill streams and the new games at the same time. But no, I can't do that because it wouldn't be able to work. He needs Minecraft on Monday. He needs a regimented schedule because now people have been like kind of whatever on schedules. I don't think there's anything wrong with a schedule. You know, in terms of timing, I think all a schedule should be not the game, but the time you stream. For me, I kind of said, hey, I kind of just give you a day. Like, look, I'm streaming on Tuesday, every other day, whatever. You know, it's whatever. I just give you a day. Sometimes I might give you an hour, you know, whatever. I just do a day because I might stream earlier, I might stream a little later, I might, you know, whatever. Late streams, I like them being kind of random and whenever I feel like doing them because I think it's a little bit more fun. But usually when it's like during a weekday, I just kind of say, hey, I'm going to stream this on Tuesday, I'm going to stream that on Monday, whatever. But I don't give it a certain time, I don't tell you what exactly I'm going to be streaming unless I have something in mind. But I try to be like kind of loose with it. And I think it's fine to have schedule in terms of like time, but it also depends on what kind of streamer you want to be. I don't think necessarily people care about the game that you're streaming because they should be excited to watch what you play. Half the time that is fun about streaming is that experiencing a game you never experienced before or have never played. And I've seen people complain about Deadly Premonition 2 streams saying that, oh, the game looks boring. And I would say, well, I've been liking Deadly Premonition 2. I might stream that in the future just as a fun stream because I think that's a fun game to kind of like experience with someone because he has cool banter about movies and all this kind of stuff that you kind of have a good time with. But the way DSP plays it highlights a lot of the stuff that Swery does with his games that is very like you need to have an appreciation for it. But if you're not on board with it, the game is just gonna just fall flat. It's like Death Stranding. If you're gonna stream that game, you really need to like kind of be there for it. you can't just have the game. You can't fall back on the game to do half the work. Which, guess what? DSP does. He falls so much on the game being interesting that if the game does something quirky or different, and his chat does not like it, it's gonna fail as a stream because he relies on it so heavily.
The narrative. Instead, it's just relaxing and having fun with a game that's more laid back, and we're in no rush to finish it. We're in no rush to really make progress, and it's more about the interactivity with you guys. Apparently, those streams are really good too. All right, and I get that. And
I disagree. His chill streams are just the same as what he does right now. They're kind of not the same. Minecraft has a fucking like crutch with it, with the fucking contribution building bullshit, but they're all games that he could just fall asleep in. Like, I caught one of his Deadly Premonition 2 streams, and I am convinced he does not give a shit what's going on, because there's a lot of stuff in that game that the game explains to you directly visually. And he's like, I don't know what's going on. What does this mean? I don't understand. I'm just like, he's at the end of the game, and like, man, I'm trying to remember. I mean, I kind of, I think he was complaining about, like, oh, they didn't explain the, oh no, it was like, York was this, not York. France, this is a spoiler, by the way, so if you really care about DP2 spoilers, I'll do this when I'm done talking about spoilers, if you care. But, so, like, he was going over this one image of, Avery or whatever, and France, or was it the, San Rouge drug, whatever, and, Zach Morgan was saying, like, oh man, I was so dumb. I didn't take this guy, Avery's words seriously. He said all this about Smarty Pants Lab and all this stuff, and I didn't take it seriously. And and what kind of agent am I? I truly failed as an agent. But they said, but actually, in reality, you didn't say in reality, but I was like really immature as an agent back then. That's what he said, something like that. And DSP saw that and said, what is he talking about? What does he mean? Huh? And I'm just like, dude, they kind of introduced that he didn't listen to what Avery's been saying to realize that he's been kind of exposing himself to what he's been doing to make himself kind of like he's been incriminating himself when he was saying these things. And York did not pick up on it because he was immature as an agent because he was young, and he was just kind of like taking like he's an idiot, whatever, and he didn't think of it. And that's what he was saying, and DSP didn't pick up on it because he forgot. He forgets so much shit. He forgot who FK was, pretty much. He didn't remember the name of that. Because when he does these night streams, he's in autopilot mode. He's pretty much in the mentality of the game will play itself, and I'll get to kind of sleep with my eyes open.
I like that, and absolutely, I would like to keep that going in the future and improve in the future. But understand that when you come here on what's supposed to be a positive celebration stream, and you sit here for hours complaining that it's boring and giving me no constructive feedback and basically just saying I'm an asshole because I didn't put effort in, that actually really hurts me.
Hold on, I mean, I'm gonna edit this, I guess, because I'm getting kind of hungry. I gotta get a snack, dude. Alright, I'm back. I got my little snack. Here, I got M&M's peanut butter. Pretty cool, huh? Well, I gotta get some sugar, dude. Yeah, pretty good, dude. I would give M&M peanut butter an 8 out of 10, man. Blech.
And you sit here for hours complaining that it's boring and giving me no constructive feedback and basically just saying I'm an asshole because I didn't put effort in. That actually really hurts me because I did. I actually did. I put as much effort in as I could between everything else I was doing.
What was the effort? Giving us the same shit? What was the effort? Like, you can't say I put effort into something and you don't show the effort. Because he did the same shit he did before. He told us that. He did DSP Tries It, Talking segment, Calendar segment. I mean, the Calendar segment was kind of new, but it's still a podcast segment. Jasper segment. Like, there was nothing new about this. And there was no effort. It was just the same shit. Like, you can't complain that people are saying are not believing the effort when they've seen the same shit again. And he told us, he gave us the same stream. He just told us in the same pre-stream that for the Vest celebration, he decided to do the same thing he did for the 100 Vest celebration. That's not effort. You're giving us the same shit again. Like, that's not this... Like, come on, man.
No. I think that people just expect the world. They really do. They just expect too much. Yeah. Well, Phil should have taken time on his day off to work on this. Wait, what? My one day off a week that I get to spend with my wife? You want me to not have any time with my wife to fucking be planning a 200 Vest celebration? Like,
Now yet, this is low-key annoys me when he goes off like this. He acts as if he did one little thing for his job when his wife's at home, Kat is gonna magically leave the house. She's just gonna leave. Like, dude, it's okay to sometimes do work when your wife is home. Like, this kind of makes it sound like Kat's an asshole. And then he's like wondering why people like make fun of Kat or some shit. But every time he talks about it, it's like if he doesn't spend time with Kat, either she hates him or she's gonna kill herself or something. I don't know. Like this is like he acts as if like Kat's like a little baby who runs around putting bleach in her mouth. Like, is he afraid she's gonna find the what is that thing that always looks like juice, the meme? Oh man, oh my god, why am I like forgetting the name? Like it's that joke where it's like this like cleaning fluid that like is very colorful and you think it's like a juice, but it's like not. It's like he's afraid she's gonna drink that when he's busy. Like, is Kat an asshole or like, come on, man?
what? Please,
What?
you gotta be more reasonable and less demanding. And I'm sorry, you gotta kind of be honest here and vent a little bit. People have to be more realistic at this point. That, you know, I'm a guy who already I feel I'm not getting enough time with my family. I'm here 6.
Now this sounds really ungrateful, honestly, because he's pretty much telling people who helped him get out of a bad spot, giving him overwhelming positivity, and telling them that they need to shut up and be more understanding that he needs to spend time with his wife that is younger than him, so it's not like she's gonna die anytime soon. If anything, you know, DSP is gonna die before her. Maybe that's what's going on. Maybe he's dying next year or something. I don't know.
Days a week full time, right? Tell me how many other people are here 6 days a week full time for as long as I have been. You know,
Look,
most of
he complains as if like he's running the country. I mean, do you think Trump is spending a lot of time with Melania? Do you think Obama spent a lot of time with his family when he was president? Do you think George Bush spent a lot of time with his family? And sure, they take vacations, they have like these little get-togethers, whatever. But I mean, he acts as if he's like he's working so hard and everyone else has time to spend time with their family. No one else has that. Like, literally, my dad worked like a night shift for like a lot when he was working. And, you know, they barely spent time together, and when they did, they did. I mean, I didn't... Like, come on. Not everyone has that shit to do. But taking time to do... It really makes it sound like as if he did, like, one thing when Kat's at home, she's just gonna leave. She's gonna take Jasper and leave.
these full-time content creators aren't doing this, man.
How do you know that, though?
They're inconsistent with their schedules. People tell me my schedule is one of the most consistent on the internet, and they appreciate that, right? So there's good.
How does he know that, though? I follow some streamers that are really consistent with their schedules, but like, how does he know that no other streamer has time to spend with their family? Like, how come PewDiePie has such a very like big business that he's able to spend time with his wife?
There's got to be a trade-off with that. There's got to be a trade-off. You understand, if I'm going to be here consistently, I'm going to put out that content, then I can't go outside my box too much to do other special things. You see what I'm saying? So,
Well, he had so much time to come up with an idea from 150 to 200. But I guarantee I know why he didn't come up with anything. It's like, as I said before, he was afraid to plan for something, and then if the streak were to end. But that's like the gamble of it. Like, you can't, like, it's better when you have something that's tied to money to plan something for it than to not plan at all and act as if it's going to end it tomorrow. Like, come on, man.
my point I'm making is this. Please understand that your words can have an impact. And I understand if you don't like something, that's great. For sure, share your criticism. But don't just then become a negative shitter. Because that's really what happened yesterday. It was just so many people shitting on what I'm trying to do here with something special for you guys. And it's like, okay, I get it. You don't like it. Then tell me how to improve and move on. Don't sit here for 5 hours shitting. You know, the bowl's full. All right? The bowl is full and it's clogged. I can't flush it. You know? It's like...
Dude, look how, like, this is so fake, because he was, telling people that they had to deal with it, you know, it's their expectations, it's their fault, whatever. And then it's like, oh, well, you guys, you know, I put a lot of time and effort into the stream, and no one, liked it. People shat on it. Like, oh my god, someone did not like the stream. Fucking get over it, dude. Like, yeah, like, this is just fishing for sympathy at this point.
So, like today, I know, here's what'll happen. Today we're playing Ghost of Tsushima. We're going to talk about this in a moment because I really love the game. And I'll be enjoying it, having tons of fun with it, and sharing that with you and telling, wow, I really like this game. And there'll be people who will just sit here on this stream and will say, this game sucks, it's boring, I wish Phil would do something else or raise the difficulty. And it's like, so you don't want me to have fun, is what you're saying. You know? If you don't like the game I'm playing, that's fine. Tonight, I'm playing Paper Mario. Tomorrow night, I'm playing Deadly Premonition 2. Okay? Moving forward, there's going to be other games that are going to be added to the schedule. There's going to be
One game.
Destroy All Humans remake coming up in the next couple of weeks. There's going to be 2 Viewer's Choice games that I'm going to be playing. Eventually, I am going to phase back in the chill gaming stuff. We're going to have the continuation of Fire Emblem. We're going to have Animal Crossing. We're going to have these other things return. I'm not playing the same games every day. So if you don't like the game I'm playing today, I'm sorry, obviously. I want
He says this as you play the same game every day.
you to like what I'm doing. But you don't have to sit here and complain constantly. You can go do something else. You know what I mean? You're not locked into having to sit here on every stream and being a negative person.
But this is so dumb. You know, I forgot to tell people that the spoiler was over. Whoops.
Constantly.
But
You the same games.
I'm not playing the same game. This was July 25th. And when did Ghost of Tsushima come out? He played it since it came out. The same day. Every day. And he's telling us that, oh, I'm doing something different, guys.
Every day. So if you don't like the game I'm playing today, I'm sorry, obviously. I want you to like what I'm doing.
And then when he gets the chill streams to come back, it's going to be the same shit every day. Monday, Minecraft. Wednesday, Destroy All Humans probably. Thursday, Fire Emblem. Friday, Street Fighter. Saturday, Destroy All Humans. Sunday, Paper Mario. I don't know.
But you don't have to sit here and complain constantly. You can go do something else. You know what I mean? You're not locked into having to sit here on every stream and being a
But what if these people just want to see you improve, though? He's telling them, like, oh, how dare you say this, but, like, what if they want you to improve?
negative person. And that, because it gets to me when I'm sitting here. I'm enjoying the hell out of something, which is supposed to be the point. People tell me the best way to put out an entertaining stream is to really enjoy what you're doing and share that with others and
But you don't look like you're enjoying it, though.
have interaction with others.
Ah.
Okay, So I'm having a ton of fun with a game. And then I go to the stream chat. This game's boring. Play it on hard. This game's boring. Play it on hard. This game's boring. Play it on hard.
Why not? But why not just try it then? He could toggle the difficulty during the game. People even brought that up. And he's like, I don't know how to do that, man. And then he tells us that, I will do it if people, like, if either he feels like it and all this stuff. How many games has he bumped the difficulty during the playthrough? Not a lot of games. I can't even think of one. I can think of games that he played on hard, sure, but that's like, Resident Evil, whatever. But what game did he play and say, you know what, I'm upping the difficulty? Like, he didn't even want to try Ghost of Tsushima on hard. He didn't even want to try. He sees all this as like, you know what, I'm gonna try it, and then if I get wrecked, I'll lower it. Actually, no, I just remember there's one game I can think of is Madden. The fucking Madden game. And he bumped it down! He didn't bump it up, he bumped it down because it was too hard.
What the fuck? If you don't like it, you don't have to be here sitting here shitting constantly. Alright? You don't. You don't have to just unload your ass on the stream constantly.
But this is also bullshit because he tells us that, like, this is the same meme when people complain about people who, this might be too political, guys, so buckle up, dude. But it's like the people who do peaceful protests, right? And then, like, nothing goes on and whatever, and then the peaceful protesters might get a little bit more rowdy and they take it too far, dude. But it's like, you complained when okay, you have people who complained that football players were kneeling, taking a knee during the anthem, right? They hated that. The news hated that. They were like, oh, see this guy kneel, fuck him. But then we have people like, going on the streets, blocking people from going to their job, whatever, to protest. It's like, what the fuck, dude? They're out on the streets, man. Well, I'm sorry, but they tried to get your attention by kneeling during the anthem, and then you hated when they did that, so then when they went on the streets, you hated when they do that. So what do you want them to do? Like, and in reality, they probably would just rather have them stay home and not go out, to protest. It's this inconvenience that they don't want to see. And that's what this is. DSP just doesn't wants you to voice a constructive criticism, and he doesn't want to spam in this chat or whatever, but you do that. He reads it, ignores it, never talks about it, doesn't address it, and says, no way, and gives an excuse for it. But if everyone starts saying it, now it's people being whiners, fuck you. So you're never gonna win because he wants you to like what he does. It's such a weak argument.
There's other things you could be doing with your time that are more productive, because it does get to me. It does. And I don't want that. I don't want it to negatively affect myself or my streams, because you got 12 people who like to sit here and just shit, and I'll be honest, I got contacted behind the scenes by a few people yesterday, and they were like, what happened? And
of course, all these people went behind the scenes like always with this nonsense.
What happened?
What happened?
It was what happened. Why were so many people being negative? This was supposed to be a celebration, and it really brought down everything that you were doing because these people just want to sit here and crap.
He says this, but during the event, he kept saying, $200, man, $200. If we double the tip skull, we'll get the a new reveal, dude.
I agree. So I'm sorry, but I'm just being honest with all of you. Okay, I'm open to criticism. Please, by all means, tell me how to improve. But don't just say, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks, it sucks. Or if I'm playing a game like Ghost of Tsushima, well, make it way more difficult so that you stop having fun. Because that's the only way we're going to have fun. Alright? Well, guess what? If that's the case, you're not here for the right reasons. I've told people this time and time again over the years. I'm not a gamer who's sitting here to punish myself constantly. I understand that there's a viewing audience that likes to just see me fail or rage or suffer. I get that. That will always be there. I play games right?
I like how he says that will always be there, but when? Where is that game? Oh, Street Fighter. I guarantee that's what he would say. Oh, Street Fighter, man. I rage and I get salty, but like that's like it's like random. It's like you have to pray to Cleo to get that to happen.
Like Dark Souls, I play games that are.
But Dark Souls, he fucking cheeses. The beginning of Dark Souls, sure, he rages, but then he finds a strategy that works for him, like poke and run. And then he finds cheesy weapons, and then he complains that people aren't happy because he found a cheesy weapon.
Very difficult to me, franchises that I'm not good at, on purpose, so that kind of content exists.
What he's saying is that he has to be forced to play hard games in order for you to get that content. He will never choose it, but he has to be forced to play hard.
Ghost of Tsushima is not meant to be Dark Souls. I'm not sure if you guys are aware of this. The game was not made to be Dark Souls. So, I'm playing it at the default experience level, and I'm really enjoying it. And if you don't like
The difficulty is called moderate, not default, so it's not the default.
that, you think it's too easy and it's not entertaining to watch me play it, then don't watch me play it. Go do something else. I will be playing many other games. In fact, right now, I'm actually having a hard time of all games with Paper Mario because the game
Oh yeah,
ramped
watch
up the
that
challenge
game.
of the combat to the point where my brain is getting racked by the puzzles of how to line up the enemies. And
Yeah, but it's not really the same though, because that playthrough is just. What do I do? This doesn't make any sense. Let's see. If I move Mario over there, I don't know, man. This is hard. I don't know, man. And that's all that's all it is. So this is like such a bad argument to have, and it's like he's not. It's such a weak argument. It's so weak.
do the combos and stuff. That's probably, if you want to see me get frustrated, that's the stream to tune into right now. Okay? Not Ghost of Tsushima. Right? So, the thing is, if that's what you're looking for, you're on the wrong set. You're in the wrong stream. You know? If yesterday you were coming to the 200 Vest celebration expecting there was going to be some way crazy out of the way thing that I was going to do, I don't know who gave you that expectation. But I was just going along with your feedback of saying the first 100 Vest celebration was better than the 150. You wanted to see a return back to that. So I did. I actually upped the ante. I had a double reveal plan.
Now he said he upped the ante by doing. He just told us gave us the same event that he did for the 100 Vest streak. But now he's saying he upped the ante with 2. But you just told us you did 2 reveals in the first one.
I had a double DSP.
But no, remember guys, the trolls are the one that moves the goalpost, not DSP. He never moves the goalpost.
He tries it. And we talked about positive stuff about hot.
He did 2 DSP tries at no, actually, he did 3 in the first one. He did the Papadilla and something else, and he did the Starbucks drink.
Could improve my streams in the future, and I felt that was going to be a great way to celebrate. All right? Apparently not, at least for the dozen people who sat here constantly crapping on it in the stream chat. And you got to understand that sometimes a certain small group of people can actually dominate a lot of stuff. Just because of their mentality or the way that they present themselves. Oh, this sucks. Oh, this sucks. I have people posted on Twitter, Phil, look how shitty your stream was today because look at this. And they quote 3 different screen captures of the chat. It's the same 5 people shitting on the stream all day. I'm like, yeah, you're right. The same 5 people sat here shitting on the stream all day.
Okay.
I don't know what to tell you. I didn't want
No, he literally just told us that but he also told us the regulars also shat on it, but okay.
ban them, because if I ban them, then I get told that I'm a Nazi and I'm an asshole and look how I treat my fans. Even though
He created the monster with that though. He allowed these people to get such beautiful bit badges that if he bans them, he knows he's not going to get those bits, dude.
I don't know how you can call someone a fan who literally sat here for 4 hours and just complained. That's not a fan, right? A fan wouldn't do that. A fan would say, okay, improve this way. All right, I don't like this. I'm out of here. I'll come back later. Now, I will sit here and actively shit on you for 5 hours. That's not a fan. And when you're a free content creator on the internet like me, you gotta take the good with the bad, and there's tons of people who like the stuff, but they don't speak. They're the verbal minority. You know what I'm saying? Like they're.
But that's people don't say listen to the silent majority or whatever. Hey,
Content creator on the internet like
what did
me,
you say?
you gotta take the good with the bad, and there's tons of people who like the stuff, but they don't speak. They're the verbal minority. You know what I'm saying?
The verbal minority? You mean the silent majority? How? He used to say that a lot too, and he fucked it up. Wow.
Like they're kind of quiet about it. They sit there behind the scenes and support quietly. All right.
That's not the verbal minority, though, DSP. That's pretty stupid. That makes no sense.
So, what can I?
But those aren't people that you necessarily need to listen to, though. I mean, yeah, it's nice that they like your content, and it's fine that to lurk in your streams and shit. But you have to put out content that you like and you're happy with. And if people don't like it, they don't like it, and you just have to see that as an opportunity to grow. Yeah, there's people that will shit on it for the sake of it, but that's not stuff you should be like caring about or giving attention to. Like, I just watched a review of RWBY, and they were talking about how like Rooster Teeth kept focusing on bad faith criticism on RWBY, but they don't focus on the good faith criticism on it. So they spend more time focusing on the bad faith criticism. They're just going to get more of that instead of getting stuff that's actually good criticism to get. So DSP focused, and I do agree with that to that point. You have to really know what criticism you should be listening to by reading it. And if you're going to be reading criticism that is just shallow criticism that's just for the sake of it, you're not going to grow as a content creator. You're not going to like nurture it. You're going to be nurturing the shitty ones that you don't want. And he has done that a lot. He nurtured that, and he nurtured mindless praise. He nurtured a community that in a normal community would be like, you know, very few and far between sometimes. But this is stuff that's all he has now, because everyone that has given him good criticism has left his fucking stream. Because they felt like they wasted their time on this guy. And all he has now is whales that feel giving him money. And that's all the reward he gets. He has nothing to help him grow as a content creator, and that's why his content has also stagnated. Because all the people that could have given him good advice about the content he could be putting out has given up and left. And the stuff that you're left with is stuff that he has come up with. And that's not good content. You know, and if you're at that point where you're just kind of like, you don't know what to do, maybe this isn't for you. I don't know what to tell you.
I do, you know? And again, you have to understand that what you say actually does negatively affect me. You actually changed my whole demeanor for the day. If you were one of those people sitting here, shitting on the streams constantly, you actually changed my whole demeanor yesterday. To the point where I was not even excited to do the night stream or anything, because all I was told all day was that I suck and I don't put any effort into my content, which of course couldn't be further from the truth. But you know,
how is it not further from the truth? This guy does not mute his burps. He doesn't even try to cover his mouth when he burps. Like, I have burped on stream in the past before, but I usually do this. I usually like kind of put my hand in front of my mouth, and when I burp, I try to pull away. I try to do all kinds of stuff. When I sneeze, I do this. When I cough, I do this. I don't sit there and be like, like, where's the effort? He doesn't try to do anything, and it's bad way to say that he tries, especially when he leans back a lot. He does the lazy T pose, and he's like, you know what I mean? I really like doing this. It's pretty cool, huh? Like, there's no like faith that he tries.
Don't get a lot of time to spend with my family. You know, instead just.
But we have to care. We have to care about him spending time with his fucking family that we don't even see or appreciate. Okay.
Say, oh, well, Phil gets a lot of tips, so therefore, you know, he should really just be like, he should be doing these insane, crazy.
He shouldn't be doing crazy stuff, but he should be at least grateful, though. I mean, this does not sound grateful at all. He's pretty much saying that you should be okay with the best celebrations being the same shit every time, because he has to spend time with his family. And if you don't like that, fuck you. But you got so much money. You have to be a little bit more grateful than saying, you just have to like what I put out that's the same shit. Like, that's like, a shitty take to have. And this guy is expecting video game companies to give him varied content to be so different. Like, okay.
Ass fucking streams, you know, insano effort and shit. It's like, I don't even know what you want from me. I was under the impression my streams are exactly what you want. Tons of gameplay, honest reactions, fun interactions between us. Like, what else do you want? I've been told for 2 years this is exactly what you guys want, and now all of a sudden it's not good enough. It's like, well, then what do you want? Right?
And this is the same shit as I said before, where, and this is what I mean. Like we just went over the KO Gaming videos, how it stagnates. It reached a point where, like, you see all these videos that not this one. Let's go back to.
Hello everyone, Phil here for KO Gaming.
So look at this. Like, this is the hateful truth, right? And then he gives us where is it? I feel like this is missing a video. Yeah, this is missing a video. This doesn't have Homefront. Because, I mean, it's funny you can tell that this is missing a video because it goes from hateful truth to suddenly clickbait videos. But he reaches this plateau every time in his content, right? Like, he reached the Home for the Revolution video. He reaches that they got 1 million views, and ever since that video, he tried to replicate that because he thought people love this video. So I gotta replicate the same shit over and over, and he expects you to like it all the same. And then, like, you know, he kind of shot on the views a little bit and said, I don't know what you guys want. I spiced up the titles, I made it better, and you guys don't like this. And it's like, yeah, because you gave us the same shit. And here he's telling us that he gave us the same shit, and people don't like it, and what do you want now? I'm doing the stuff that you want me to do. Like, yeah, they liked it then, 2 years ago. Now it's different. Like, you gotta keep, like, improving and changing and doing new things. You can't keep giving us the same shit. Like, imagine if, like, you know, that's why, like, people kind of give, like, why people have more respect for James Rolfe? Rothel? The Angry Video Game Nerd. They gave him more of a appreciation, credit than Doug Walker because, you know, he at least tries to do new stuff with his videos, and he tries to do stuff that people like, but he still tries to do stuff that's new and fresh and risky. Like, the movie he made was shitty, and it was a bad movie, but, you know, at the end of the day, he did something he wanted to do. He wanted to make that movie, and he made it. And you don't have to love it, but, like, it is something admirable, because it was, like, a movie that he put passion in, and it did look like that. You could see that movie, and you could see that there was a lot of heart put into it, and it just didn't pan out. But that's still, like, something admirable to see. It's nice to see that. And that's something that people like. Doug Walker's whole channel and stuff that he's done is trash. He tried something new, and he keeps giving us this trash over and over. People demand, like, even as it is, before he added skits to his fucking reviews, even before that, his content was getting old. And even he kind of knew that, but it was getting old, and people were kind of like, okay, whatever. But then he started to introduce skits, and then instead of it being like oh, well, whatever, it was, no one liked it. And he kept doing it, and doing it, and doing it, and doing it, and it got to the point where like, I mean, outside of like the change the channel shit happened. Aside from that, like, no one thinks that no one likes him anymore because of his content. Even that alone, even if change the channel never happened, people stopped liking his videos because it was the same shit, and he never changed. And DSP is doing that same shit where he's not changing and he's demanding you to like it. And you can't last that long with this. Now, of course, he's technically he'll still last because he has whales with him, but you're not gonna get people that are gonna love the content that you want them to love when you give them the same shit over and over. You're gonna have to do something else. If you're not gonna change the kind of content you put out, you have to add something new to it. Keep something familiar and do something new. Like, even Mega64 got that. They still do IRL skits from time to time, but they also do other videos as well to be different, to do new ideas, to do new stuff, to change it up. You know, they can't keep doing IRL skits over and over because eventually it's just not going to work. So they have to do new stuff, and they do the IRL skits from time to time, but they can't keep doing the same shit, and they know that. So they do new stuff to kind of be a companion with it. So if you're gonna keep doing the same shit, at least throw something new in there to go with it. You can't just do one thing and say that's what you get.
See, and here you are. Here's the trolls.
Here are the trolls.
Oh, what effort? Cruising through games on easy? I'm not playing on easy. I'm playing on default. The intended difficulty of a game, which is what I've been doing since day one when I started playing games in 2008 on YouTube. If you haven't figured out in 12 years what I do, then why are you here? You see? I'm sorry.
But maybe they expect you to be good. I mean, this guy claims he's good at games. Or, like, better at games and adaptive at games and shit. You would think that he'd be able to play games on hard.
I will improve.
He will improve, guys.
I will listen to feedback. But when you tell me in 12 years you haven't figured out the kind of person I am and the kind of gamer I am yet, I mean, that's on you. That's not on me. That's on you. To not figure it out in 12 fucking years. Like, how brain dead can you be? I just don't understand it. Exactly. Not every game is Dark Souls.
I'm so tired. This is making me never want to play Dark Souls, honestly. Like, I kind of hate that game because of this.
Understand, there's a group of people who...
I would much rather have reviewers say, is this the Dark Souls of this? Than hear what DSP says about Dark Souls, because, man, it's worse with him.
Only want to see that kind of content. Great. When the next From Software game comes out, you'll see a shitload of it, because you know I'll probably end up playing the game multiple times.
And cheese the game with OP weapons and over-leveling your character. Okay.
You know, I'll probably really enjoy it, and I will get my ass handed to me. I just played Nioh 2, which was kind of that situation, right? Just a few months ago. Actually, I lose track of time. Who knows when it was at this point with this year. But those games come and go, and they have a time to be enjoyed. It's not every game. You have to stop telling me that I have to change everything that I am as a person, as a gamer, to cater towards one kind of content because that's only what you want. That is the most self-entitled.
He tells it that that's self-entitled and demanding, but isn't it self-entitled to demand your audience to like what you put out no matter what? I mean, I know he's not saying, oh, you have to like what I do, but he's kind of shaming people for just saying this video sucks. Which is, like, not even a super bad criticism to say that this is boring, there's no effort. I mean, you could just sit there and say, okay, whatever.
Whatever. Greedy attitude to have as a viewer.
Oh, the viewer is greedy. Okay, mister. Give me $200 for a vest you already saw. Okay.
And I am not going to tolerate it. I have people who tell me they like what I do. They want me to continue doing interactive gameplay. They want me...
Okay. Like, why does he want his audience to be pitted against each other? I don't like the game, but Billy does. Billy likes the game. Billy likes the video. Why don't you like Billy? Billy likes the videos. Why don't you like the videos? Okay, that's cool for Billy. Good for him.
To enjoy good games, not make every game a torturous fucking situation. All right, if you don't like that, fine. Don't come to the streams where you feel that's the case, and come back when I'm doing something you like. Don't shit on every piece of content
But we're not getting a new Dark Souls. Bloodborne hasn't gotten a sequel at all yet, so...
I put out because you are
Okay.
so fucking entitled. You know what I mean?
And this is like a shitty thing to do with your audience. And I said this before, like, he has such a bad relationship with his audience that this is not a relationship you should be having with your audience. Just because they don't like something, that this isn't stuff that you should be focusing on. I mean, this is stuff that you should say to yourself, honestly. Like, what are you doing?
Ghost of Tsushima is not a super difficult game. It has challenge. I've died a bunch. I've died to a lot of the enemies, or being overwhelmed by a bunch of enemies, or even a few of these leaders have been quite difficult. And the duels, too. The duels, I died a bunch, right? But guess what? As soon as you die, the game respawns you right near where you started off, and there's really no penalty for it. It's definitely not Dark Souls. Even if I upped the difficulty 1,000,000 times, when I die, I'll still respawn right where I left off, and I'll...
Huh, so why don't you play on hard then, if it's not that much of a penalty? Now, I don't think... now, in reality, the reason why he plays on normal is because he has to play the game and beat it. He can't linger on a game because it's too hard. He can't be walled in like that. And even though you could change the difficulty, he's probably afraid it's going to unlock a trophy for him, because that does happen sometimes. Like, you play on normal, and then you bump the difficulty up to hard, and you beat the game. It will just give you the trophy for normal. It won't give you the trophy for hard, because it's like, hey, you changed the difficulty.
I'll be able to keep challenging until I win. What's the point? The game's not meant to be Dark Souls, so if you don't get that through your fucking head, I don't know what to tell you. You need to wise up. Okay? I don't even know what else to say. Like, listen to me. I'm going to try to come through as honest as I can here. I love streaming. I love games.
Do you?
I love the interactive streams we have, and I like constructive feedback.
Well, there are multiple times where he shits on the chat. He's like, the chat's not talking what I want to talk about. Oh, they're not talking to me. They're ignoring me. They're ignoring me. They're not talking to me. Hello, guys. I'm right here. He does that shit. And, like, come on.
Any constructive feedback yesterday. I was just told you didn't put in effort. Your 200 vest streaks celebration sucked. I wasn't told how to improve it. I wasn't told this is how you...
Because not everyone knows how to improve a video. Like, that's the thing. People know what they like and what they don't like. Just because they say that, oh, this video sucks, do they have to give you a fucking essay to how to improve it? Which is kind of lame, because then you're asking them to do work for you. Like, it's not their responsibility to tell you how to do your job, dumbass. Like, a lot of people, like, it kind of falls back on the criticism of, like this is, like, I also disagree with the notion of, like, you have to be in that profession to criticize, like, oh, these people who are reviewing movies, they need to make a movie before they can review it or whatever. And it's like, no, I don't need to make a movie, because I know what I like, I know what I don't like, and I can kind of deduce stuff from what I watched. Like, I don't need to have super technical knowledge of how filming works. I'm sure there's a lot of stuff that goes on behind the scenes with movies, and there's a lot of, like, studio tampering with stuff and all that shit that always happens, but that's not going to change my opinion on a movie. But it's not the reviewer's fault to tell them how to make a better movie either. Like, no, if you read any good reviewer, they're not going to say, well, you see, the reason why the Ghostbusters movie sucked is because they did not use this camera, and, like, the acting should have acted this kind of thing in this kind of scene. Like, they can say, like, yeah, I don't think the villain is that well developed, it's kind of bland, he's a bland villain, there's really nothing there with him, you know, whatever. Do I have to write up a character story to prove that he's a bad villain? Like it's just, this kind of logic he throws at us is so dumb, because I don't need to tell you how to do your job. You should understand that your streak celebration sucked. It was boring, it was the same shit you had before, and that should be enough to tell you, maybe I should do something different. But no, you have to tell him what to do. Because that way, if people don't like it, they could say it's the viewer's fault. Because that's what he wants.
can do things better. I just had a group of people shitting on me for hours. Then I come to the night stream for Street Fighter, and the shitting continued. And I was like, enough is enough, you know? And the truth of the matter is, you guys cheered me up on the late stream. You did. Like, a few people kind of slipped up and were like,
just said
okay,
whatever.
Here's the deal.
Here's the
it's
deal.
not as bad as people are saying. Those are people just being assholes, you know.
No, I like how everything is some dramatic thing that happens. It's really like DSP is, you know, like you see like a little kid and they're crying their eyes out. They're like, oh yeah, they're crying and crying and crying and crying. And let's say you're the dad or the mom, whatever. You're the parent. You come up to the kid, you know, it's like, little Billy, it's okay. Look. You're very strong. You're stronger than me. Look, I can't like push this little top of the pen down. Look, I can't do it, little Billy. Here, Billy, do it. See, Billy, you're very strong. You're doing this. Whoa, Billy, you're so strong. Oh my God. Like, is DSP a little baby and he needs to be coddled? And this is the guy that dunks on millennials about, like, crying over their name being misspelled at Starbucks and crying about all this stuff, being sheltered, all this stuff, but he has one stream, or a stream and a half, whatever, of people telling him he sucks, and he needs people to come in and be like, Phil, you're okay, you're cool, I love you, Phil. You are gonna outlast everyone, Phil. You're cool, Phil. Oh my God, Phil. You're so cool, Phil. Oh my God, Phil. You're kind of so good, Phil. Oh my God. He needs that. Really? Really, dude?
We're here for gameplay now. Can we, like, you know, get out of this funk? And I did. It took about an hour.
Dude, imagine if that's how you get out of a funk. You know what? You know, you watch Kiki's Delivery Service. It's a dumb movie, okay, guys? What Kiki really needed, not to take a break and to kind of spend time on herself and, like, kind of relax and kind of de-stress or whatever. Nah, she doesn't need that. What she needed was people to tell her she's amazing and she's so cool and she's, like, God's gift to the earth and she's so amazing. And that's what she needed, not having her spend some time away and, like, kind of reassess and kind of get re-inspired to be a witch. She didn't need that. Dude, Miyazaki is a hack writer. He's a terrible movie director, guys. He's horrible. You know, if you watch his movies, all his movies are dumb. Princess Mononoke, A Girl Talks to Wolves. Wow. Nausicaa, she fucking smokes mushrooms. And then, like, you have Spirited Away. You have this dumbass kid, and she's like, Mommy, Daddy, don't eat food. You're dumb. Fuck this. I want to go home. And then she gets coddled up with Spirit. Stupid movie.
But I kind of shook myself out of the funk, and I started feeling better. And once I started feeling better, I started playing better.
And to be told to get out of the funk. That's all Kiki needed to be told. To get out of the funk. Get out of the funk, Kiki. Go fly. Get out of the funk. Stop it. Stop it. This is like telling a depressed person to be happy. Hey, are you depressed? Yeah, man. Okay, be happy. Thanks.
In Street Fighter, people liked the stream, you know. But that's the thing. Now, here we go.
Here we go.
Again, Eastside Grease Job, you've been banned multiple times. All right.
So,
well, excuse me. You've been talked to multiple times.
Oh, he's been talked to about being
he just
banned?
said. People tell you how to improve, and you call them mentally ill, dunderheaded idiots. Really? That's really what happens. People give me good, constructive suggestions, and that's what I say. So yesterday, when we had the segment, all right, when we had the
I wonder if
segment
this gets me a video
of the 200 vest streak, where I said, give me suggestions for improvement.
It's down your spine. Tonight.
I can
Scary skeletons.
if I squat.
Cover Enterprise. Zombie shriek.
Phil, I just want to know if you'll play Black Ops 4 again. I know you didn't do well, but you said yourself that you don't have to be good in the game to have an entertaining stream. I'm not playing this beta again, no. The beta is incredibly underwhelming and disappointing for me, because number one, the game runs terribly on my PS4. Like, terribly bad. That's number one. Number two, the game has a ton of problems, in my opinion. The maps are crap. The game's is the reason that you're not good at Call of Duty the reason that you don't like it? You can concretely see that when you play the game of the classes, then actually, but you can't drive, happened in Call of Duty World, garbage and gimmicks. It seems like they've completely gone back to, I didn't get that. Not a single person has stepped up PS4, that the maps are better, how good you are with a gun. Hey, that's fine. But then in the last decade, I played advanced fucking game for 10.
Okay, here we go.
King of Hypocrisy Cheered, he says, no offense, Phil, but a lot of the fun of watching your content is seeing you figure things out yourself when you play games. So when people in stream chat tell you easy strategies or where the hidden items are, it makes the playthroughs a lot less interesting to watch. And just a little criticism, bud. King of Hypocrisy, ladies and gentlemen, it is 2018.
Current
This is not
year.
2010. It's not 2008. I am not a YouTuber playing games solo for YouTube anymore. Ladies and gentlemen, for the last year and a half, I have been an interactive live streamer, and interactivity is a major part of the content I put out, period.
Look
If you
at him
still
take
cannot
this as
accept this after a
criticism,
year
dude.
and a half, I have to ask you to either grow up or move on.
If you don't understand this, grow up or move on. If you have this criticism, but he takes criticism, guys.
I'm being real here now.
Being real.
This is what interactivity is about. If I'm stuck on a part, I can't figure something out, or something's not clearly defined in a game, and someone helps me out in the stream chat, that's going to happen, period, moving forward, because I am a interactive full-time streamer, period. If you don't like that, don't watch live streams. Go watch people playing games in an isolation booth on YouTube. That's not my content style anymore, and it will not be. Now, if I'm playing a game for the first game and they don't want to sit there with played this game already, because you can just go back and watch that fucking play streams and listens to anything someone in stream chat says is invalid and it negates the quality. Bullshit. Sorry, King of Hypocrisy. I don't buy it. I really don't. I'm sorry.
Let's try this video. That's a good example, though. Oh, it's one of these videos. Okay. What about this?
Is this. I'm laying down the law. It's this simple. I'm putting the controller down to even say this because I really want to state this before we get started.
Putting the controller down.
There are people out there who are perfectionist assholes who want to tell me and tell other people how to play this game. Fuck off. Because you can play this game however you want.
Okay, but that's like... That's old Phil, dude. That's old Phil.
And here we go. You're wasting.
Oh, okay.
I think a lot of people went away.
Well, whatever. But you know what I'm saying.
On how to improve my streams, and people give me really concrete information, like you should definitely improve your webcam. Your webcam's outdated, doesn't look good.
Oh my God, people have been telling them that for years.
We asked you for years and years, and you keep denying it. We really would like that.
He deleted a post of mine back in the day. This is back in the day, way back. I literally explained to him he could fold up the green screen. I was being polite too. I wasn't like calling him an idiot or anything. My post got deleted. I got banned. At that post. No, I made no other posts on that account. Got banned for that account. And then, like, people have been telling him to get green screens. Like, there's no reason for you to get a green screen. You guys keep adding a green screen. But now he's saying, like, oh man, these are valid criticisms. Man, this does not sound like he's just writing off of
You should eventually get a new PC so that way you can play PC games or do better quality streams. So all that, right? All that. Every time someone gave me a suggestion, I said, man, you guys are just dunderheaded idiots, right? No, that's not what happened. You're an asshole.
No, of course he's taking that literally. Like, he's not literally calling people a dunderhead, but he kind of mocks the criticism. Like, does he want to be exact? Like, look how petty this is. He's being so exact with this guy, but if people want him to be exact with his own shit, fuck you, man. You're fucked up.
You're just being... See what I mean? And this is what I mean. This is the kind of person that they don't understand that when they say something like that, that can actually get to a content creator, because I'm just trying to be real with you guys, and I'm trying to improve. And when you tell me that every time that we have a good conversation about improvement that I turn it off, like, that's not true. It's just not. And saying something like that is incredibly closed-minded. You got to understand you've done absolutely nothing to improve anything. Instead, what you've done is you made me feel bad. But you don't care,
Oh,
right?
boo-hoo.
Like, you're here, you think you
This
can
guy claims he has thick skin, but cries about feeling bad.
just shit on me constantly.
If you don't want to feel bad, why do you stream? He told us, he plays games to feel good. Why would I don't play games to feel bad? I don't feel games to feel bad. But he streams and he's feeling bad, dude. Why are you streaming then?
And that's okay, right? Because I'm the one who put myself out in public. No, it's not okay. You should know better. You should be a better person.
Oh, fuck you.
You shouldn't just crap on people.
You should know better. You should know better for crapping on people. Okay. Okay, buddy.
Constantly because you can. Instead, you...
Like, that's such lame shit. He's acting as if, like, people, like... I don't even know what it would be for this to be even justified. I mean, I could see maybe, like, if people were, like, personally harassing him and like, you know, going after his wife or whatever, but, like, people are just saying your videos suck. And he's saying that you know better. You guys should not be telling me my videos suck. How dare you? Like, really, dude? Like, that's so lame. And I love that he is saying this and no one gives him shit for this. As far as the people who give DSP detractors shit for making DSP videos.
You should say, all right, well, here's
Whatever.
something constructive, instead of, well, when I tell you something constructive, you call everyone a dunderheaded idiot. It's not true.
But you mock people, though. That's what he's
You know.
kind of getting at. But okay.
It's just not true. People criticizing me for the vest streak. I didn't create the vest streak. It wasn't my idea. It wasn't my idea. I ran.
See what he's doing? This is what he does now. If he cannot come up with anything, he wants you to come up with something so that way it's your fault. He loves blaming the chat for everything. What a great relationship to have, guys. You know, if you make a video, you do a stream, if no one watches your videos or anything and people don't like it, just say it's their fault. It's their fault that happened. It's never your fault if you blame your chat. That should be like a DSP meme. Like, you know, like that. It's like that, like this. It's like this, but, you know what I mean?
What you guys created on the stream.
It's your fault, guys.
You know? So why are you yelling at me and criticizing me for it? I didn't create it. You guys tell me every day the vest streak's important.
So then we can criticize him for stealing, for taking ideas from the chat then. Okay. I like that more. I agree.
It's important for it to continue. It means something.
That is valid
It's
criticism,
positivity.
Phil.
It's fun. People, when the vest streak is in jeopardy of ending, people freak out. And the entirety of the stream chat becomes about, man, can we keep this vest streak?
Wow. Now he's saying it's a good thing that people freak out, but before this, he said it was terrible. I can't relax and focus on the stream when people are freaking out. Now it's a good thing. Okay.
Going, right? I mean,
Guys, again, remember, the trolls moved the goalpost, not him. He did not move the goalpost from saying that it sucks that people that, the chat freaks out about the vest, that he can't focus on the game, to move it to, well, actually, it's pretty cool that they freak out because it's like a really cool thing.
it's not me imagining it.
This is so
obviously it has
fake.
importance to people. But God forbid I bring it up, right? God forbid I bring it up because then now Phil's greedy. Like, wait, what? What? How does me pushing for the continuation of something...
But, like, it's fine if he says, like, okay, guys, we got a vest streak going on. We got, right now, it's, we're, like, an hour or 30 minutes away. Whatever, like, you can say the time, whatever. Like, and we're an hour away from the end of the stream, and I want to let you guys know we have $15 out of 100 in the tips goal. So if you want to see a cool vest, feel free to hit the goal. But let's carry on with the video game. And then he goes on with the video game or whatever. And that's it. Instead, we get, like... Oh, no, Snort Bernal did a video on it. I don't have to, like, search through the archive. I could just... No. Not this. Whoops. Oh, he didn't upload it yet, did he? I don't think he, uploaded it. So let's go to his Twitch channel. Because he did not delete the archive, which is dangerous, dude. What?
66
No,
votes
no.
to get to the giveaway.
Oh God, no! Get out of here! Who let you in here? I just want this archive, dude. This is bullshit. Yeah, this is what I wanted.
Save the game. I really hope it say auto saved as if it was.
Don't you think it's all a little too
Still gets paid. I think that's win. Oh, I'm here to get the paycheck. Getting sponsorship.
cases that
Middle Ages Journal.
Wouldn't that just been evidence?
he tried to
You'll hear with
My hair and screamed at the top of my
Drug Addict and it to prove and to add
No, where is it?
the game. Apparently, we've beaten all the game.
he moved across
Okay, I give up. I'm not going through all this, but there's multiple Vest eulogies in this fucking video. Multiple Vest eulogies. I did a good run, man. I'm not gonna harp on it. Not gonna harp on it. Wait, I got an idea. I know when you said it. Let's see. It should be when he clipped the video.
into the Clarkson family. They didn't possess. We came here to find a
died, along with Sheriff Woods.
I never said that before. I knew we were in Massachusetts, but I don't know if that. Oh God, look at that on the
this
right.
room is pure instigate more married in
Sheriff Woods.
side of the
Oh my god, I don't think I'll be able to find it.
So Patricia became
now,
The way Professor
Patricia.
and he's done nothing to him. I know you're gonna tell me for kidnapping.
I know what I did. At
4.5 years. No norm.
Damn it. Fuck it. I give up.
You guys like and promoting something you guys want.
But the whole time, he was like giving us Vest eulogies, look at the camera. Guys, it could be the end of the Vest streak. It's like, we could end the Vest streak tonight, guys. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do.
become greedy.
Like, it's one thing to say, as I said, it's one thing to say, like, oh, we have this much time left in the stream. If you want the Vest, you want to see the Vest, do this, whatever. Then it's another to be like, guys, we're not, we're like this. I don't think we're gonna hit it. The game's continuing. I don't know if we're gonna hit it. I would like to hit it. I would like to continue the positivity. You guys love the Vest, and I don't know if it's gonna continue. And it's like he does all this stuff, and he like kind of literally guilts his whales to give him money, and then he's like, "Whoa, man." Like, that's greedy.
I just don't get it.
Because you're, like,
I don't. I really don't.
giving them reason to feel sad.
And it does. It disheartens me from thinking about the future and everything. Yesterday, I actually went into that 200 Vest celebration really positively minded that we're going to come out with a lot of good ideas for the future of again, I told you guys my...
Good ideas. Like, what? He literally just said what everyone would... He tells us, guys, what I'm gonna do is get a new camera, get a new couch, whatever, all this stuff. That's what he told us he was going to do. And this is that we came up with that. Okay.
My very personal information about stuff going on with me behind the scenes right now, how much your support with this Vest streak has helped me, and how it looks like if it continues, that not only may I get back on my feet with my back taxes, but positivity for the future. I may be able to afford both new consoles this year. I may be able to improve my streams this year. For the first time in years, I can maybe sit down and improve the quality of my streams because I'll be able to afford it, right? So I'm sharing all this positivity with
Man, he loves dangling those carrots.
you, and I get told the event.
That's like me going to Cleo every day saying, Cleo, you're gonna get a carrot someday. You might. Cleo, you're gonna get a carrot. You just have to wait, hold tight. Someday, Cleo, you're gonna get a carrot. Someday, man. Cleo would probably, like, fucking eat my face off if I kept doing that to her.
That was terrible. It's like, I don't even get it because people have been telling me for a long time that to show effort, I should improve my streams. Okay, let's talk about it. Here's how we can do it. Oh, this segment's boring.
But, like, all this stuff that to show effort is to buy equipment. There's more to showing effort than buying new equipment. If I buy a mic, is that gonna show you guys I'm putting effort in my videos? Guys, I bought a mic. That must mean I'm putting effort. Guys, I bought a hat. Must mean I'm putting effort to my streams, right? You show effort by making the video, like, just by, like, trying to, like, be more, like, invested in what you put out. Maybe put effort by trying this game on hard. Maybe try it on hard.
What? This is what, again,
Maybe instead of doing the same shit you do for the Vest Celebration, you try something else. But the thing is that I don't want to say any more potential ideas he could do for it, because he should come up with it himself. He is a creative person, supposedly, allegedly. He needs to come up with his own events. There's nothing special about these events because these are events that people told him to do. Why not, like, the 50 event was just a video that not even he made. It was an anonymous video. And then all these other things are stuff that is just the same shit. And he's telling us that we should like it. We should like that. Okay.
You get so many completely contradictory statements these days. When
people have to be a hive mind, but he hates hive minds, though. The trolls are hive minds. They're dumb. They're a sheep. They're a bunch of sheep. But my chat, they're not sheep. What?
it comes to my content, I don't even know what to believe anymore.
Okay.
You know? But you understand, I'm just trying to vent here. Like, it's mind rattling, it's mind numbing. I just don't even know what to think anymore. When I get told everything you're doing is good, let's do some improvement, and I do everything, and then he's like, well, that was terrible.
What's
well,
the improvement?
Wow.
What changed? Oh, stuff in the future that might maybe happen. What else changed? He acts as if something changed. The number increased, dude. Change.
Gee, thanks. Now I'm being told I whine for hours. Okay, well, goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's what I mean, like, so every day when I boot up my game, all I do is I sit here and I whine for hours. These factually wrong statements are not criticism.
How are you not whining? You start your stream with a pre-stream, and he said, and you notice what you just did there? The guy said you whine for hours. So, I boot up a game and I whine for hours? You don't boot up a game and whine for hours. You boot up a pre-stream, dumbass. Oh, man. Come on.
You being a bitch.
You're being a bitch.
Coming here to actively insult me, and it's not going to be tolerated anymore. I'm serious. Like, that's not criticism. It's not even factually fucking true.
Yeah, he does have a pre-stream where he whines for hours.
I rarely even talk about anything like that unless...
The guy never said gameplay, though. He said you whine for hours. And he says, I don't whine in gameplay. So, is the pre-stream not part of your content, then?
Unless you guys bring it up, and then I interact with you, and we have a conversation about it, because you brought it up. Like, what? See what I mean? Like, this is what I mean. That's not... And then he'll say, oh, well, I got banned from Phil's stream because I give him a criticism. No, you didn't. You lied. You made something up to pass a fucking negative narrative about me and act like it's some kind of a weird truth. And then you got moderated for it because you're a fucking liar. And then you complain about it outside of the stream. That's on you for being an idiot. God damn it, man. You know,
God damn it.
I'm glad I got to vent about this morning. I hope you guys understand what you say and do and how you behave on my streams can actually really get to me, you know? And yesterday,
see, guys, you can troll me. You can get to me, man.
It was a day when I went into
okay,
it
that's really good thing to say to people, right?
I'm so excited. 200 Vest Celebration. coming into it with a real positive attitude, hope for the
Let's see,
future.
did
'cause things are
DSP
going
ever
good for
tweet?
me,
I'm scared
and
to
just being
see.
shat on really hurt. It did, man.
It hurt, man.
It completely like flipped my mindset, and that Deuterus says the saddest part is people wait to come and shit on the mood when things are going well. Maybe that's what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe that's exactly what it is. Because you notice the week before everything's going wrong, right? What happened the week before? False DMCA claims, being suspended repeatedly from Twitch, DDoS attacks, and everyone rallies to support me. Everyone says, don't worry, Phil, we got your back. No matter what you do, we're here for you. It doesn't matter where you are or where you're streaming or what you're doing. We got your back. So when the cards are down, people support me. But then, everything gets cleared up. Let's have a celebration of the positive. Oh, this sucks. Everything you do sucks.
He didn't celebrate because he got back. You know what? This DSP brings up a very good point. He never celebrated his chat being supportive. He's gonna say some bullshit like, "Oh, well, the best celebration, man. We did a positive event on Friday to celebrate 200 vests, but that was the best streak. You're doing that celebration, even if that DMCA shit never happened." And this is even in the past as well. In general, his audience has bailed him out of so much shit, and he does nothing to show them any appreciation. He doesn't say he doesn't, like, you know what? You guys noticed this year, or at least like ever since he got this best streak going, he hasn't done those corny ass tweets where he's like, "Oh my god, I just want to say thank you about you guys' support." He stopped doing that. Notice how he only did that when he was having slow streams, he wasn't getting consistent support. Man, I wonder if he's taking this stuff for granted. Now, of course, he is doing this massive thank you. Look at this dude. He says, "Oh, what a wild Deadly Premonition 2 stream. Very long cutscene. We didn't complete it, but later in the week. And the vest streak nearly ended with someone saving it with only 5 minutes remaining on stream." That's the thank you. There was only one time he named a person on Twitter for saving the vest streak, but now anyone who saves the vest streak, they don't even get named. I think it was either Bishop of Mercy or Beastbod. I think it was Beastbod. Got a Twitter shout out for saving the vest streak, but AWC got nothing for this, and a few other people in the past got nothing out of this. And then ever since that, he never says thank you to anyone else for watching his content or anything like that. He is not thankful at all. And then he's in the fucking vest celebrations is that he has been so shitty to people in the past because he's saying like, "Oh, I've never had positive support in the past before. No one was ever this positive. You guys are really positive. You guys are way more supportive than I was back then. You guys saw the bullshit I've been through, and you said that's fucked up." But what about the people who bailed him out of the swatting, the copyright strikes on YouTube, when Machinima dropped him, when Curse dropped him? What about those people? Did they get anything? No, fuck them. No, they're in the past. He said their thank you back then, but now these people are way more positive. People back then weren't positive. Wow, that's very positive, dude. That's very grateful. What a grateful content creator. So thankful.
You know, at least we're getting some conversation about it now because, people are basically.
Oh, what great conversation. These people are stupid. Yeah, you got. Oh, you love me? Cool.
Now at least getting some dialogue about it. I hope you guys understand that. It's one thing. Yeah, do I have thick skin? Yeah, I do. Let me tell you guys, with the amount of shit that gets said about me every single.
He has thick skin, man, but just saying his videos suck makes him cry. Okay.
Single day, I have to have some of the thickest skin on the internet. Some of the crazy shit that happens every day to me, I have to.
He has to, dude.
And not everyone's like that. A lot of people, they get affected pretty badly by stuff that gets said and done about them. And I've done my best over the years to try to not give two shits about this. But when my viewers are actively coming to the stream and doing that, You know, it does affect me really badly, and I just want you guys to know that. You know.
Yeah, maybe you should be more grateful then.
I'm working my butt off. I'm doing my
Okay.
best. Am I at a construction job where I lift girder blocks and I rip down walls for a
Okay.
living? No. But I work a lot. I'm here 6 days a week full time. Trust me, I would much rather have another day at least during the week to spend with my wife. You know, my wife actually said this to me the other day. She's like, just think about this. If we had 2 days off a week, one day we could go out, run our errands, do all the things we need to do, and another day we could have to ourselves. Actually,
Now look at this. Look at this, man. He is saying all this. Oh, I'm such a hard worker. Oh man, I'm really appreciative. And he's like wishing he could take
have
2
like a
days
date
off.
day.
Date day, dude. Remember when he used to tell us that he had fun with his girl, with his wife, during the days off? Yeah, I guess that's not fun anymore. They suck. They need more fun.
Where we can go out and go
Okay.
to the zoo, go to the movies, go do stuff. We live in Washington State, and we have
Go to the movies. Remember this, dude. Even okay, dude. He tells us every day, why would I go to the movies? They're expensive. I don't want to go to the movies. I just want to hang out with my wife and have a good time. Now he's saying, oh, I can't go to the movies. But he tells us every day that he watches shows with his wife every day or whatever. What does he do when they get home? This is so dumb.
haven't had a single day where we've gone out
And what can you do during a fucking pandemic, dude?
and like explored the state.
Okay.
Yeah, you're right. We don't.
Dude, you went to the fucking Space Needle in like 2018. And I love how 2019 is like fucking memory hold the fuck. Apparently that was not a vacation. He didn't have fun with his parents. That week sucked. That week sucked ass. He had to see his parents. Ew.
I can't. You know, I can't. The one day a week that I get off has to be compiling everything. If we have any
And
appointments,
they say this, right? Kat says like, oh man, if only we could have fun on we have 2 days off. Kat, you know you can go grocery shopping on your own? Why can't Kat do any of these errands on her own? Why does she need Phil there? Like, okay, sure, you could say, well, maybe some of the appointments are like mandatory for both of them to be there or whatever, but they also do groceries then. They can go any other day. She can go by herself. She doesn't need DSP to go with her. I mean, you could argue it would be nice for her to go with him, and that's fine. You know, they could both go all the time. I'm not saying that DSP should just, she go by herself all the time, but if she really wants a date day, why doesn't she go to the supermarket by herself to buy the food? Is she not capable? Is she gonna get lost on the way home?
any errands, any shopping we need
I mean,
to do.
does he put her on a leash, like a literal leash? Does he keep her on a leash, walking her around? Does DSP ride Cat like a horse, and then someone in Fred Meyer's like, oh my god, there's the Burnell family rolling in.
Then try to cram in a meal if we want to have fun or anything that we have time for. That's it. That's all I can do. I gotta be here 6 days a week to make enough money to pay the bills, and now try to get myself out of the.
Man, oh man, what is Kat doing with her paycheck? Like, I'm sorry, and you can say that it's none of my business. It's no one's business to know about his wife's paycheck and all this stuff. But, dude, she lives in the same house. She's really not paying anything. She has no investment into paying the bills. I mean, I think what he should probably be saying. Well, no, I'm not even gonna say what he should be saying. He should figure it out. He's a big boy. He can figure it out. But really. She's not paying the bills, DSP? Is she freeloading?
Rut I'm in. Like, that's the situation I'm in. You know, and I'm doing my best to get out of it. So understand that, guys. Like, I am working hard. I swear to you. I'm doing my best. I'm trying. Just because I'm a guy who plays games all day doesn't mean that I'm not trying. I really am. And it really is mentally draining to work as much as I do. And it really is.
Oh my god, mentally drained the
disheartening and
stream.
emotionally
Okay.
draining. When I plan
Okay.
something and then everyone just says it's boring, it sucks, All right, well then give me feedback. No, you suck. You didn't put any effort into this. Well, that's never gonna make the content.
Do my work, dude. Tell me what to do. Tell me how to run my job. Dude, come on. And this guy Karen the fuck out of the delivery guy about about like some weird gate issue that the guy had. Like, come on.
Content better. All that's gonna do is make me feel bad. You know.
You know.
Well, I think I've vented enough about this topic. You think?
You think?
Let's very briefly go through the schedule. A lot of people have contributed here with thoughts on the subject. Monday, give it back to the freaking guy who whittles the trees, right? Or get it to his head that it doesn't matter how many times he says the playthrough would be more enjoyable for him if I went on hard, that it wouldn't be for me. He just doesn't get it. Okay?
He takes criticism, guys. He even explained why it would be fun to play on hard. And he's like, listen, idiot.
Okay? Like, I'm trying to be as
And
non-adversarial.
it's so fake, too, because he's pretending to be Mr. Kind Man after crying about how he's a victim. You really think he's gonna sit there and be like, oh my god, fuck you. If he asked this any other day, if he asked this on Sunday, I think this was a Saturday, if he said that on Sunday, he would not get this kind of reaction out of him, because he just spent like 30 minutes crying to his little babies in chat to be like, oh, I try, guys, I try really hard. So yeah, this is fake.
And non-offensive.
Trying to make him look like a cool guy,
let's see how I can
right?
explain this in a way. Default difficulty, which is supposed to be, what else to tell you? Math doesn't change. It's the default experience difficulty. I did it all. Up to say, man, maybe the game is too easy, and I would like to challenge myself a little more.
Yeah, DSP is definitely gonna say that. I want to challenge myself a little more. No. Every time he says the game's easy, and so says, why don't you up the difficulty? It's not Dark Souls! It's not Dark Souls, okay? It's not Dark Souls! I'm not playing Dark Souls! But then when he's okay.
Allow me to up the difficulty. And I've done that from time to time with various games.
He did it to one game, and he bumped it down because it was too hard. Okay.
In fact, with the Resident Evil franchise recently, both
That's stupid. I would not consider the Resident Evil shit because he never played Resident Evil, whatever.
Evil 2 and 3 remakes, people really expressed the desire to see me play it on a hard.
But people expressed a desire to see you play hard on Ghost of Tsushima and you chat on them. And Resident Evil 3, he did it begrudgingly. Like, who are you fooling with this?
And I caved, and I said I would do it, and I did it.
Oh, he even said he caved. Okay.
This is a case where this is a brand new IP. I want to experience what I almost said Naughty Dog. Whoa. I want to experience what Sucker Punch has intended for me to experience as the default experience of the game. And again, if I at any point in the game feel like, man, this is just way too easy and I'm not having fun, I will up the difficulty. However, if you actually watch the playthrough, you will see that that's not the case. I am actively switching states. Like if this game was a button, every health kills to my advantage. I'm using all recognizing the if you're not actively, you can play the game how you want if you right. I can have a conversation all day. What are you doing in Animal Crossing that needs your attention? Nothing.
Oh my god.
Excuse me. The initial tips goal, if we hit it, I'll show the vest that I bought for the event. And then as a special bonus, if we happen to hit a double tips goal, instead of putting on the silly gunner glasses that I feel don't have any value, I'll reveal
No, I love he told us that instead of putting the glasses that I don't think has any value, the thing he does when he gets $200, he's telling us with a straight face has no value. Wow, what a salesman. He charges $200 to put on something he thinks has no value. But if you tell him that the chat told him to put the glasses on, it's the chat's fault. You don't think that's a problem, DSP? You don't think that maybe that's a shitty thing to do to your chat? To do something that rips people off, and then if people say that's a ripoff, you say it's the chat's fault? You don't think that's a problem?
That showed up, right? So I said, let me emulate that with the 200 vest streak. And apparently what was good 2 months ago is no longer good. because people just basically shat on the idea. How dare you have a double?
But that's not what they were shitting on. He really does not know why people were shitting on it then, because they were upset that they saw the red vest. And then when he hit the $100 tip goal, they were gonna see the red vest, and instead got greeted with a shitty vest, and then was told, "But if you want to see another reveal, give me $200. Give me another 100, bitch." Just to see the vest they already saw. Like, imagine Neil Druckmann said, "Well, the game leaked. Well, instead of the game being $60, you gotta pay me $80. No, double the price, actually. So instead of paying $60 for Last of Us 2, you have to pay $120 to play it. You think people are gonna be happy with that? I guarantee DSP wouldn't be happy paying $120 for Last of Us 2, I can tell you that much. And he wants people to pay a total of $200 to see a vest they already saw. Dude, you don't think that's a reason for people to be upset? Maybe you should have shown the red vest when you got 100 because it was already shown, and then say there's another thing to show if you hit another tier, and maybe people wouldn't give you such a shitty time. I mean, honestly, at that point though, people were gonna be upset with it anyway because that vest was ass. So I don't know if it would be necessarily any different, but it would probably be better than what happened. But him being cute with the red vest backfired because they already saw it.
A requirement
Like
to do
this was him literally punishing his viewers for seeing the red vest early. He punished them for that.
double vest reveal or whatever, despite the fact that, yes, I was teasing you guys the whole time about the red vest. I mean, you guys obviously knew it existed. You saw it on camera, right? I was trying to tease you guys about it to make you get excited for it, Obviously, I didn't mean to spoil the whole two vest thing early.
I mean,
because
just literally layer this with The Last of Us 2. When that game was leaked, listen to how he talked about it. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. The game was leaked, and there's really nothing new in it. I don't know, man. I don't know if I'm gonna play it. I might skip it, actually, because it was leaked. But then he fell for the marketing scheme and bought the game anyway. Okay. But with this, the vest got leaked, and instead of just either giving it to him, he wanted them to be hyped for already knowing the vest and giving him $200 to see the thing they already saw. Okay, cool.
I wasn't expecting to get false DMCA claims that would make me move my webcam across the room and reveal part of my office that normally isn't on camera. The whole thing was kind of a weird thing that I don't know, man. Problems every day. There's always going to be assholes out there, but remember, you'll always have a core group of longtime fans that love you and have your back. I appreciate that. I actually really felt that last week when we had the false DMCA claims coming in, because I had to, I had to actually consider leaving Twitch, because if they kept happening, obviously I can't stay on Twitch, right?
He wasn't gonna leave Twitch to begin with, which is kind of dumb. I'm surprised no one striked the emotes yet. I mean, you can, and there's multiple emotes where he doesn't have his face in it. Just saying.
Right? And people, said, nah, this is bullshit. We support you, man. We're going to go wherever you go. We don't even care. It'll suck if you got to leave Twitch and we got a worse chat system or a different thing that we got to adjust, but we're going. That was the vibe I got, was that people were like, screw the bullshit. We're going with you wherever you go. And that made me feel great, And you know what? I'll be honest here, too. And a lot of people say, well, Phil, why do you bring up people who talk negatively about you sometimes? Well, because some content creators were actually quite nice about it. There's 3 people in particular. There was,
of course.
Review Tech USA.
The guy who called him a whore and chatted on him every chance he got. I'm glad Rich is still bending over backwards for him. Like, it's such trash that DSP has literally talked. Like, it's not that, like, he said, oh, well, I don't really like what Review Tech does. I'm not really into his content, or whatever. Or whatever. He called him a whore. And he shat on him, told him that he did everything wrong to try to contact him. and all this stuff. But Rich is a cool guy. I love Rich now. Okay. And then, like he's saying about Nick Ricky, yeah, the guy who told that he wants us to drink up his piss. Yeah, okay, Nick. I hope you like the taste of his dick. And then you have the quarter man, who is the quarter man. You know what he does. The quarter pounder, dude. But, like, it's just sad that DSP can, like, talk shit on these people, and they bend and they just run to his aid. But honestly, on the other hand, though, you can kind of see that nothing came of that, though. So yeah, that's something.
Okay. There was the quartering, and there was also the lawyer Nick, all of which in their.
Remember when he used to mock? He also mocked his lawyer status, but now he's lawyer Nick. Remember when he called him a fake lawyer, and he said that he only was doing it for drama views? But when, oh my god.
Content kind of stood up for me and defended me, and were like, "Nah, this is bullshit." You know, Phil might not be the best.
But
guy.
this is bullshit. Of course it was bullshit. It was a fake DMCA claim. No, I don't think there's a single troll. I mean, the only thing that happened was that some people thought it was legit because of the blog post a little bit. But that was at least a little bit more of a curious thing to investigate. And then the trolls found out that it wasn't true. But, but people kind of knew it was fake once they figured out who was the one doing it. I mean, it was not that hard to figure out. But no, we gotta give Nick and Quarter Pounder and Richie, the whore, the credit for that. The trolls, fuck them.
Out there, but this is bullshit that these terrible things would happen to him. He didn't deserve this. He didn't do anything wrong. And I appreciated that. Because even though these people are critical of me, to say that actually made me feel good, really good too. So.
And I love that DSP never apologized for insulting them,
overall.
so it's pretty cool.
Getting a lot of positivity out of negativity. But yeah, it's really nice to know that 12 years later, people still have that mentality that, they like me as a content creator and a person, and they're going to go with me no matter where I go. You know what I mean? Gerard Crow cheered, and he said, "In my opinion, the issue with the red vest is everyone knew about it. We saw it during the drama last week. You still put it behind a $200 paywall." All right.
Here's the thing.
You want to say that's a criticism? Great. I understand that. Okay, I get that. But that's the vest streak is.
The vest streak is the paywall?
The whole idea of the vest streak is that we hit a tips goal, and as a celebratory event, I put on a vest, right? Like, that's how this started.
Yeah, but why not put it under the $100 tip goal instead of the $200 one and put the silver one behind the $200 one? Why didn't you just switch if you had two vests to begin with? I mean, this is really dumb.
Tips goal existed before the vest, remember? You remember that, right? Like, I know it's been a while now. It's been over 4 months. The tips goal was the thing that I always had on my streams.
Oh, that's not true at all. At all. He even back then, the tips goal was literally $200, actually, if you want to be that guy. But the other thing was that the tips goal was only there for like 15 days in the month because it was counting down when Twitch paid him. And I was talking to this in a few Discords, but you noticed, I said this on Twitter, but you noticed that he stopped talking about when he got paid by Twitch, and this was, who's calling? I don't know what this is. I don't know what that is. You can take the voicemail. But, I mean, this was something he did even before the overdraft memes and all that shit. He never would tell us when he got paid for Twitch. The day of or anything like that. He started doing that like 2018, 2019, and then he stopped. And then he did the vest goal. And he never mentioned being paid by Twitch ever again. We never had to worry about doing this. And he even said he hated doing the tips goal. He even told us he hated doing it. Oh man, I'm so glad that I got paid by Twitch. Now I don't do the stupid tips goal for a while. But now he does it every day because he has to. He loves the tips goal, man. He loves money. I mean, he loves the viewers. I mean, he loves the weights. I mean, the viewers.
And then people said, well, as a reward, why don't you start putting on a vest? Because it's something funny and a meme that has happened from your retrospective stream, right?
Well, what was the meme?
I think the problem is people are now confusing the content. The main focus of my streams.
He created the monster,
to put out
though.
Fun gameplay to be interactive,
Is it though?
to be entertaining.
Because every time that I've been catching these streams of his, it's always, guys, it's the vest. You got an hour left in the stream. We could hit the vest streak. The vest streak could end, guys. Are we gonna hit it? Are we gonna hit it? I don't know. Maybe. Guys, if we hit the vest streak 250, we're gonna have a celebration event. But his content is not about the vest. But he does celebration around the vest. He counts how many times he puts on the vest. He talks about the vest every day. But his content is not about the vest. Okay.
And to feel that I put out something that's meaningful to you guys.
Now, also, keep in mind, he wants to buy a vest hanger for the vests. Something to hang the vests. But he can't buy something for his TV. He can't buy, no, not just for TV, whoops. He can't buy a new camera. He can't buy a new keyboard. He can't buy anything. But he could definitely buy a thing to hang the vest. The real money makers of the stream.
Interactive conversation we have, whether it's a quality of gameplay, whether it's somewhere in between a mix, right? That's what I'm striving for. I am a content creator. I am not a vest wearer and revealer. And I think, sadly, at some point, people got...
I'm not a vest wearer and revealer. But if we hit the $100 tips goal, I'll reveal a new vest on the vest celebration. But I'm not a vest revealer, though. Okay.
These things confused. That, well, because we supported Phil for 4 months, he should just be revealing vests and putting on vests. Like, what are you talking about? That's not the point. You know what I mean? Like... I think that the whole thing, it gets to a point where it gets out of hand and people forget what it is.
You create the monster.
You know what I mean? I didn't turn on a stream to reveal vests all day. I turned on a stream to have fun gameplay, to interact with you guys, have fun conversations. That's what I'm doing.
So then why do you have the vest streak
This is
then?
not
Why do you
Phil's
harp
vest
on the
streak,
vest streak ending?
You know? And I think a lot of people have turned it into that. And maybe it's time to take a step back and realize that's not what this is. You know? So when you say, you put the vest between a $200 paywall...
Now, low-key, I think the answer is just maybe you shouldn't be doing these vest streaks. Maybe you should just have left it as a tips goal thing and leave it at that. I mean, already, look at the fucking leaderboard. Like, you can definitely see the era of this little horror board here. It started off like this small, then it got bigger and bigger and bigger. Like, it literally measures the greed. It measures how greedy he got on Twitch. And I said this before, like... He goes back to Twitch. Alright. He starts taking cheers and subs. He only says thank you during breaks. Okay. 2017 starts getting a little bit more rowdy. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna allow tips. Oh wow. Tips. Okay. And he'll give shoutouts during gameplay. Oh my god. Cool, man. You know what? Sub goal. Oh shit. Sub goal. Guys. Tips goal. Oh shit. Guys, we're gonna have a leaderboard on streams, but it's only gonna be multiplayer. Okay. Actually, now it's gonna be on everything. Everything's gonna get the leaderboard. Oh. Okay. Guys, we're gonna do tips goals now. But they're only gonna be until, like, you know, we get past the situation. Okay, guys, the tips goals are now permanent. Guys, you want a vest? Okay. That'll be it. You know what? We should start counting the vest streak. Look how greedy the board got. Like, oh man.
That's exactly the same as you saying you put your cat behind a $1,000 paywall. You know.
You told us you wouldn't reveal the cat unless you get $1,000, though. What?
No, I didn't. And.
Which is dumb because he told us then I would reveal him anyway. Okay, you'd reveal him anyway. Okay, he'd reveal him anyway. Okay, dude. But the red vest, even though the $200 thing wasn't hit, was still behind a $200 paywall. Excuse me?
No, I didn't. This is a way of saying, thank you for all of your support. Let's celebrate and do something silly. This is not You paid me for me to put on a vest. Why did you do that then? You missed the whole point of what I do. If that's what you did. And I mean, I'm sorry if that's what some people do. I only paid for Phil to put on a vest. Then I guess you missed the point of what I'm here for.
But that's what all these whales have been doing. You noticed that, right? These whales that claim to be such huge fans of DSP, they never support him. This consistently, ever. I mean, we had moments where DSP complained about a slow stream for multiple days on end. And these people never gave him any money consistently, only sometimes. Unless DSP cried just enough for them. But then we have the vest streak, and now he cries about not hitting the vest streak, and then the whales start coming in. It's really is show there could potentially be a video really showing every time that when DSP about these fucking wheels that show up at the last minute to help the vest goal, because these guys have only tipped to hit the vest goal. They've never tipped before that. The only guy ever to have supported Phil out of the sake of supporting him was Super Blind Man and Planet Jeff. They were the only people I would argue were genuine fans. Because they at least tried to help Phil when they could. But these people who have been hitting the best goals are such fake-ass fans that only tip because there's something that they get out of it and all this stuff. And the thing is about the vestry that's even worse than if you think about it is that this fucker said that the vest goal is an antithesis of the e-girls on Twitch that get paid to reveal their boobs and shit, whatever. They reveal that take off clothes on stream and all that stuff. This and that. He puts himself in the same ballpark, and then gets mad that people treat him the same way. Like, fuck you, buddy. No, there's not like what do they get from the vest? I think I said this earlier. Like, all these streamers that do stuff, they give you something from it. Like, even the girl streamers that just kind of get paid to do workouts or whatever, they know what they're doing, and you get something, they get something out of it because they actually do workouts. They get something out of it. But what does DSP get out of a vest? Only $100. Actually, you know what? The more I'm thinking about this, it's what he's doing is way more, what's the word I'm thinking of? Degrading. It's way more degrading than anything else that has happened. Because you could say, well, he's not a prostitute, Theo. But at least, like, the woman or man that's involved with that gets some pleasure. I mean, sex is you get pleasure out of it. So both sides are getting some pleasure out of it. She's getting paid for it. He's getting off to it. She could be getting off to it too. Whatever. The only thing that might be a downside is that the cops might show up. They might get an STD. Whatever. That shit's an occupational hazard, dude. But I mean, that's at least something they get out of it. Same thing with strippers. I mean, they do a little dancing. That's still a workout because it's working their kind of endurance, all this kind of shit. What does DSP get from putting on the vest? So, man, in reality, DSP, what he does for $100 is so degrading than what anyone else does. Even girls on Twitch. You could say, well, so there's girls on Twitch that get paid to go to sleep. Well, they get to go to sleep, dude. And people get to watch it. They get paid for that, and she gets to sleep. They get to watch her sleep. That's what they're paid for, dude. And she gets something out of it. What does DSP get from putting on the vest? Absolutely nothing. Because at least with rest, you get like the benefit of getting rest. Rest is always a good thing. I love sleeping, man. So what does the vest give him? Nothing.
Because I could just completely eliminate the vests from my streams at any
Oh,
point
yeah?
if I want to.
Do it, bitch.
And I'm still going to be here streaming. You know what I mean? Like,
well, technically, he has no choice but to stream, but he literally has nothing to lose with. He has nothing to lose keeping them. Like, this situation he's in it's a clown world situation. because why would he get rid of the vest with all this going on? He's getting $100 anyway. This is really dumb. This is really dumb.
I think it's time to take a step back and realize this is not the vest paywall session. This is the fun gameplay interactive stream with Phil session that has a silly vest he puts on if people are supportive because people have asked for that. There's a big difference there. You see? Do you understand the difference?
You understand?
I
Idiot.
hope you do. Okay.
Huh.
Ladies man did a 100-bit cheer. He says, I hope you're having a good day. I absolutely hated the whole settlement thing. Having a core game I like. To the channel. Wow, thank you, Lunaball. Let's do a shout out.
Okay. Well, there's really nothing else I want to say about this. But I do want to say a few things. Just about this whole... him being, like, so mad. While I'm doing this, I'm going to put up some chill music. As I do this. Last thing we need is just me talking. You know? But... If you're putting out content, and you're trying to put something out, and you don't know how it's going to be received, you need to just step back and just kind of do what you want to do. Have fun with it. You know, don't focus on all the criticism. I mean, there's good criticism you should be looking out for, and you should be kind of taking it with a grain of salt. Sure, look at what people are saying, and try to see what the consensus is, or just seeing what resonates with you. You know, some people can give you some really good suggestions, and you know there are people out there that will like what you put out, but you have to work for that. You know, you're not going to get instant gratification. The thing with this whole DSP being bummed out, right, with how the vest celebration got taken negatively, no one liked it, people said it was shitty, like that stuff that. You know, that is to be expected when you give them the same shit over and over and over and over and over. And the best part about doing videos and to make your own content is the experiment of it, is to try stuff out. Don't be afraid to do something new, out of the comfort zone. You know maybe you don't have to take the equipment to do some things, but it can be done, but it might not be good. Do it. You know. If you have fun doing what you're doing and you really put effort into that, you'll get a good reward for that. So keep trying, try stuff out, try something new. Don't be afraid. Don't be held back with what other people perceive. So just try something new. Don't force yourself to be contained in this little box, and don't hold it against your chat that does that. You know, don't be afraid to just be like, let me do what I want to do, you know? Alright everyone, that is it for this video. I want to say thank you guys. Have a good day. Hope you liked it, and I hope to see you on the next stream or video. Next stream or video will definitely be Persona 3, probably, maybe. Who knows? See you when I see you. Bye-bye.